Jetpack, are you ready to play the Pokemon trading card game? If so, let's start the show! Hey everyone, I'm Jet from InThirdPerson.com, personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits, aka the hottest calves on Twitch. Shoutouts to everybody in the chat, including Secret Player and Frodo. And shoutouts to everybody. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be long. Shoutouts to everybody that followed the channel while I've been offline, including Natari, Leo Moreno 69, Dodge Anon, Freepin, Cynthia 4, K Berryman, Alarspith, Brony Zahiro, the cutie cartoonist, freaking Timo. Yeah, I think that Ultra Beast Kingdom Twitch, Momo 66777, Roman 3KS, LS Snipes, Aziz. Yeah, thank you all so much for the follows while I've been away for an extended period of time. Y'all are goated. Secret Player asks, are we doing OBS 30 streaming now? No, I'm not. I'm still on like OBS 27. So there was a major shift in OBS on the update after, and it's going to break all of my channel point stuff. So I would have to move to like entirely new software in order to make that work. And I've had years, I knew this was going to happen. I've had years to move all of my channel point stuff over to the new software, and I never did it. And now I can't update OBS. So at least if I want to keep all the channel point stuff, I could just update OBS and then have none of the party tricks, or it could take me forever to set all of that back up, and I'm not really looking forward to setting all of that back up. So I just kind of roll with what I have. I don't think I necessarily need more features at the moment. If there is a compelling case for me to upgrade OBS, then I will, but right now I think we're fine. All right, and to be fair, good job for Leo. Yeah, manually setting up like the way that oh my goodness, like the randomization thing of like Snorlax is like 1 in 50. That requires like 50 lines of code, and 49 of which are the same, and then one that's different. And then the super shiny one is like 299 codes, and then one special one. And Kaden Ride says, hello, you beautiful soul. How is everyone doing today? Hope also welcome back, Kaden. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I've been away from streaming for a little bit, but we are back. Hopefully I can get back to everybody on when/if we're able to do the Extra Life Marathon. I'm looking forward to doing that still. Today we are going to be playing some Iron Hands EX as part of the Miraidon deck. So looking forward to doing that. Actually, let's hop in. See what we can do. Secret Player says you can do that in like 5 lines of code. Like I have, and I know I don't use most of them these days. There's like, my OBS has like 60 scenes in it for all of the different pieces that I've put in over the years. And I know I don't use most of it anymore because I don't do as many of the party tricks these days. But yeah, there's so much to carry over. Better in the Miraidon. I have not had much time to like I've played a ton of Miraidon. Again, it was my deck for Toronto Regionals. I have it here. Oh, it's funny. We have the, oh no. Okay, how do we want to do this? Oh, not Snorlax stall. I really don't want to play against this. I really don't. Okay, we're going to move on. Yeah, Miraidon Iron Hands. Yeah, terrible hand versus stall. I think the way to do that match would probably just be bench Raikou, get rid of all the Pokemon in your hand, and just attack over and over again. That's actually the first... Alarspeth? Did I just see that name? Yeah, this is somebody who followed the channel a couple of weeks ago. So shout outs to this person, Alarspeth. Good luck. I wonder if they are actually watching the stream right now. And they would probably have a... an advantage here being able to watch my screen. Ghost Ryan says Mewtwo EX deck coming soon. First off, welcome to the stream, Ghost Ryan. Probably. It's something I wanted to take care of as part of Paradox Rift. I haven't had a chance to play it at all. Life has been... Oh, man. Okay, so we're not going to die first turn, which is good. Let's go Tandem Unit. And we'll go grab ourselves a Raikou and a Mareep. Iron Hands could be handy in this matchup. And we'll go grab ourselves a Mareep and a Flying Pikachu. And they probably don't play Vacuum, right? They probably don't play Vacuum. You know what? I think we can hold on. I think we can hold on to the stone because almost certainly they are not going... If they're going to play a supporter, it's going to be Irida, right? Yeah, Mewtwo EX is on the list. I haven't had a chance to play it. Like, I have played... Ooh, they get rid of their Iron Hands. Yeah, life has just been absolutely crazy right now, so I haven't been able to play much of anything, like not even Pokemon TCG. If you notice, like, I'm behind on videos. I haven't been able to do 5 days a week. I've played a little bit of Roaring Moon, and, like, that's about it. I only started playing Iron Hand. I played Chen Pao with Iron Hands. The video for that is on Monday, and that's ready to go. But otherwise, like, I just haven't been able to set up anything. So I still want to play like Goldengo. I haven't been able to find a good list for that, at least one that I'm happy with. Okay. This is a little weird right now because we need... I kind of want to attack with Miraidon here. Now that we have... Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's see if we can make that work. Let's go Generator. We get 2 energy. 1, 2. I'm going to put the stone onto the Raikou. And let's go... Let's Judge first. And see if we have screwed this up. Potentially screwed this up. Okay. We do have a second.
Yeah,
Shout
right.
out to... Who's this for the follow? Cody Sim. Thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Let's Pokestop here. Oh my goodness. Absolutely brutal. Okay, so what we're going to do instead is... Let's go Star Alchemy. And we are going to get a Switch. And yeah, I guess we just hit with the Raikou and pray. Let's go and maybe we get lucky, hit a generator here. That would be nice. No, we get a double turbo. Can't do anything with the double turbo right now. So let's go and attach this lightning energy and slam down Path to the Peak. And we'll swing for 200. Not ideal. Not ideal. But it is what it is. Terrible brick. Now they bench the Bidoof. But now they've bench locked themselves. And Natari, thank you so much for the sub. Much appreciated. Ooh, they are stuck. Path to the Peak. Putting in work. We love that for me. And yeah, we're going to go swing again for 220. And we may... Let's see if we can hold out for like one more turn. This could be absolutely devastating to our opponent. There's our Iron Hands. Our Iron Boy. So we have pretty much all the pieces if we want to get an Iron Hands play going here. We probably just need a gusting option. Okay. Can we get like a... Ooh, generator. Very nice. Let's go. And we get 1. And I will put that on a Miraidon. And this game is very quickly running away from our opponent here. I'm going to attach that energy as well. And let's go and slam them with the Frigibacks here. Like at this point, this might already be too late. we can go and one-shot a Chen Pao. At that point, it's 1 prize. Maybe we can get the Iron Hands play in here. Take some extra prizes. That would be fun. But we'll see. Okay, they get their Baxcalibur, and now they can potentially work around the path to the peak. Yep, they're going to get some energy. All right, they're going to make a game of it. That's cool. That's cool. And Waffle Cake, welcome to the stream. How are you? What was I going to say? Ghost Ryan says, what deck do you reckon is the best for Paradox? Also, yeah, sorry about the, I'm a little slow. Oh, what? They just attach an energy to the Greninja? Okay. They're probably going to snipe out the... Ooh, okay. So what we have to do now, we have to retreat. We have to retreat. And let's go and attach some energy to the Raikou again. And we'll just blast for 220. No Iron Hands here. Not going to need it. Path to the Peak working wonders. And Elsparth, if you're here... Alarspeth, sorry. If you're in the chat, like, let me know. I know this... Yeah, this username followed the channel a couple of weeks ago. We just read out the name. Okay, they're going to get their Greninja snipe here. And actually, could we set up an Iron Hands play, potentially? Let's see if we can do it. Yeah, they'll take 90-90. That's fine. Okay, please don't scoop. Please don't scoop. Please don't scoop. Let's go Iron Hands. Let's go Arven. And we'll grab ourselves a generator. Okay, they just scoop. GG's. For the purposes of the video, it wasn't gonna... we maybe could have done something cool. But we ended up winning in a blowout there. Path to the Peak. Doing absolute wonders for us and pretty much preventing our opponent from even getting started. And I think that's still one of the strengths of the Miraidon deck, even if you don't have Iron Hands set up, is that you play you set up really fast, you put down Path to the Peak so it stops your opponent from setting up, and then you just kind of run away with the game. So GG's to Alarspeth again, who followed the channel a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if they were actually watching the stream or not, and I don't know if this match ends up in the video, but regardless, GG's to them. This is gonna be a meanie. Yeah, I know. Okay, let me try and catch up on the chat. I see the chat's going absolutely crazy. You've been trying out Zoroark box on the ladder. You missed the days when it was good. I mean, I don't know if Zoroark... I personally hate Zoroark box. Every time I play that deck, I never get the pieces that I need to make that deck work. In theory, on paper, it's the best deck in the game. And it just never worked for me. And I think that it's a deck that there are a number of people who love that deck and are constantly tinkering. Every time there's a new set of cards, there's always, here's the new Zoroark box, and it never becomes meta relevant. And I just think that there are issues with the core concept of it that just make it very difficult to play. In particular, not being able to attach energy until after you transform absolutely destroys the deck. But I know there are people that have fun with it, and if you do, that's great. Frodo asked, do I think Iron Hands felt a little clunky in Chen Pao? Not really. Chen Pao in and of itself feels inherently clunky, but I didn't feel like it was that much harder to get an Iron Hands rolling when I did go for it. So that was okay. If anything, I've had a harder time getting Iron Hands working in Miraidon, at least so far, but I've had no practice. Waffle Cake, thank you so much for the sub. Much appreciated, homie. What else is in here? Jump scare. Jet was gonna be a meanie. Yeah, I was gonna be a meanie. But we got the win. We got the win. I wanted to show Iron... So, yeah, normally I wouldn't do that, but I wanted to show Iron Hands for the video. That's what it came down to. Yeah, we, of course, every Sunday we are streaming live, but all of this gets adapted into the YouTube video later.
Yeah,
Shout
right.
outs to Waffle Cake. Man, Waffle Cake with the sub before the follow? That's goated. That's goated. Yeah, subscribe with the Twitch Prime. Love to see it. Okay. We are going to go first. And let's see what we are working with here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Roaring Moon. Okay, this is actually the Zapdos. I'm conflicted because the Roaring Moon is a weird matchup for this deck. It can win, right? Roaring Moon can be bricky. If they get rolling, it's a problem. The big thing is, if you want to one-shot I need the Zapdos alive is the big problem. Let's go and get rid of Switch Cart and an Energy. And we'll grab ourselves a Miraidon. And let's go set up our bench. And we're going to go, what, Raikou, Mareep? And then Squawk? Do I need anything else? I could set up another... Yeah, let's go Raikou, Mareep. I will Nest Ball for Squawk. Let's go generate... Let's rope. No, we don't want to rope yet. We have to give up the Mareep. I think we have to give up the Mareep. Okay. I need to keep this Zapdos alive. Whatever else happens, we have to keep the Zapdos alive. So let's go and Escape Rope. Yeah, we need the Zapdos to get one-shots on Roaring Moon here with the extra, the plus 10 damage. Ooh, okay. So, if we get rid of... Ooh, if we get rid of the DTE, then the Iron Hands becomes a problem. Or, yeah, it comes harder to accelerate. Okay, YOLO. We're going to get the Mareep down. And we are going to Generator like crazy here. Okay, 1 energy. We'll put that on the Miraidon. And I know right now with the deck as... Oh, man. That may have not been the best use of a Generator in hindsight. If they fill up their bench, we get the KO on Roaring Moon, which is often what they do. Okay, they play Path to the Peak. That's fine. No, they're playing the... Oh, okay, they brick very hard. Very hard for Roaring Moon. Let's go and attach. We'll retreat into the Raikou. Path to the Peak is totally fine in this context. I do have... Let's go and Ultra Ball away the Miraidon and the Path to the Peak. We're not going to need that right now. Let's go and get a Flaaffy rolling here. And we'll get that Miraidon going. And we are going to be doing 130. That's actually a little short. Like, we can't even two-shot. Oh, we have the Vacuum. We have the Vacuum. I don't know if I want to use it right now, though. Okay, now they're going to play their Pokestop. All right. Ooh, losing Sada's Vitality there does suck. Okay, what are they going to bench? I think they have to bench a Luminion to get Asada's Vitality. JF Raptor renewing the sub. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. I hope you're doing well. Charmander, I choose you. Oh, no. Do they have the Asada's Vitality here? If they're not going to be able to attack, like, this is basically done. Oh, okay. They could boss up the... Yeah, the Flaaffy is annoying. Okay. Okay. I'm going to get rid of this Charm. I want that. Ooh, okay. Never mind. Let's go Arven instead. And we will grab a Switch. That's why we play the regular Switch. I don't want them trapping my regular Pokemon or trapping Flaaffy, which has become more and more of a common tactic here. And I will actually... Do we Pokestop here? No, I'm not going to Pokestop. I will vacuum away... Let's vacuum away this Charm. Get that out of here. And we will go switch in the Raikou. We'll charm up the Miraidon. And yeah, we should take the KO here. And they are in a bad spot. Let's go fleet-footed as well here. Grab an extra card. And yeah, we can attach that to... Let's attach that to the Zapdos here, just in case. We're going to do 150, and that pushes this up to 280. And we get the KO. We had to get rid of that charm in order to get that KO. It could have gotten messy had we not gotten that. Now this is going to be an absolute disaster. I guess theoretically, if they draw the nuts here... no, they're not going to get it. So we just put the clamp on and get the win. The Lost Vacuum there. I mean, yeah, primarily our opponent bricked, but Lost Vacuum was very helpful in getting rid of the ancient booster capsule, and we were able to two-shot the Roaring Moon with the Raikou, and yeah, pretty much end that game. GG's. I do find that to be a bad matchup for Miraidon when they get rolling. I mean, any deck, when it gets rolling, it has the potential to be good. But generally speaking, I think that Roaring Moon has the advantage on Miraidon. Drawing the nuts. JF Raptor says, congratulations on 7K on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you all for the support on the YouTube channel. If you haven't followed the YouTube channel already, I suggest that you do. We post videos there multiple times a week. And yeah, at this point, primarily related to Pokemon TCG. And this week we've got Chen Pao Iron Hands. That video is ready to go tomorrow. On Wednesday, I've got a video with my review for the Miraidon League Battle Deck. And I am working on a budget version of the Miraidon deck that one can use for to upgrade their League Battle Deck to something that is a little basic. I think with the way things are going now, oh man. This is a little annoying. Yeah, Lost Box is not an ideal match for us. They get the cram down. Not sure if I want to attach energy. We definitely have to get Miraidon. Oh, wow. They drew horribly here. Okay. That gives us a bit more leeway. And we could grab even a Squawkabilly. Could be good here. I'm going all in. I'm going all in. YOLO. Right? I'm going to go all in. Let's go and... I'm going to attach energy to the Raikou, which may have doomed us here. Let's go and Squawk and Seize. Fleet-footed. No, this was... Okay, hold on. Can we make something work here? Do we go for the turn one Iron Hands? Iron Hands is not going to work here, right? Like, probably not going to work here. Let's go and research away our hand. Just dig all the way to the bottom. We do get a Miraidon. We get a Mareep. And let's go and tandem unit for another Raikou. And we can't fleet-footed here, but we can Star Alchemy. And we can go get Electric Generator. And if we hit 2 energy off this generator, then we pretty much win. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We're going to put it on the Raikou. Iron Hands would be a little too greedy. I want to take the KO and try and win this on turn 1. So let's go and fleet-footed again. We get another Miraidon. Doesn't really matter. Let's go take the turn 1 KO. And they are in a bad spot right now. All the while, let's go and set up an Iron Hands to potentially do some stuff if they don't just scoop, right? Let's see how they play it. Raguba says, I think you might be facing Masons with all this bricking. Ooh, this is actually a little annoying. Let's go and put the Raikou in the active. They're going to sacrifice the Sableye here. Okay. I will go... Let's go and fleet-footed. I think, yeah, we can... I want to take out the Cram if it really comes down to it. Let's go and Arven for an Escape Rope. An Escape Rope and I think a Charm at this point. Do we have Escape Rope? No, we don't. Okay. Am I holding Escape Rope? Or did we use Escape Rope already? Yeah, we already used the rope. Okay. Let's go and grab a... What item do we... Let's grab another generator then. Yeah, let's just flood the board with energy. Oh, hold on. I probably... Okay, we'll hard retreat into this Raikou. Let's fleet-footed again. Let's get... Let's generator. We get 1 energy onto the Iron Hands. And I'll put a Charm on the Raikou and the Iron Hands. And let's get rid of a Miraidon. Oh, yeah, they're just going to scoop. GG's. Woo! Okay. Love that for me. Love that for me. Absolutely atrocious starting hand for our opponent there. And yeah, we just run away with that. The consistency of this deck of Miraidon is just something that I absolutely love, being able to, more often than not, get what you need to at least play the game. And unfortunately, they did not get... I mean, fortunate for me, they didn't. So we just kind of ran away with that one. GG's. Oh, I'm drinking from the wrong end of the cup there. How's everybody doing? What have I... How long are you going to stream? I'm probably going to wrap up around 1. And then I got to go eat lunch. And good morning, Cowface. How are you doing? What have I missed? What have you been up to? I know this is like a really big question. What have you been up to for the past 3 weeks? So I'll do a recap and talk about as much as I can. There's some stuff that, yeah, the reason why can't talk about why the Extra Life marathon was delayed. But I will say I needed that time. Family needed that time. And I will let you know when / if we can. I will still send out the rewards to anyone who makes a donation and all that stuff. And I, fingers crossed that we are able to reschedule before the end of the year. Knock on wood, all that. We had Toronto Regionals for the Pokemon TCG. It was my first time playing at an IRL event. And I'm not going to do the full recap. You can watch the video on YouTube where I talk about my entire experience of playing IRL at the event. Here's my deck. It was Miraidon. I think I'm gonna have to make some upgrades to this if I want to play this again. Slip in an Iron Hands and all that. It was an awesome experience overall, getting to meet a bunch of awesome people who are passionate about the game and love playing the game. Great sportsmanship. Especially for me, where like I'm still not very good at handling the cards, so appreciate the patience on my opponents. I did, slightly below average. I mean, in a 1,500 person tournament, I was like 800 something. So there's still like, not to say that this is, like bragging about like, hey, I still did better than hundreds of people, but like we did okay. For my first event, I got 3 wins, 4 losses, and 2 ties. And when I think about how I played, I think I did, for the most part, pretty good. There are definitely some bad mistakes that I made, but only one really cost me a game. So had I not screwed that up, I would have gone 4-4 and 3-3 and 2. 3-3 and 2. And that's still not enough for day 2 or anything like that. But yeah, I was very proud of how I did. I will say it is an exhausting experience. If you plan on playing at a regionals, make sure to bring lots of water, bring some snacks, have a plan for lunch, because it's 9 rounds. Rounds are 50 minutes plus 3 turns after the fact, and then the next matches start like not long after. And you're playing 9 rounds from like 8 a.m. or 8:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. So it's basically nonstop. Would absolutely be prepared for that grind. And if you decide to drop early for whatever reason, that's fine as well. I think there are people who, as soon as they know they are mathematically eliminated from day 2, they just leave, and that's fine. I think I got like just over halfway through the event before I was mathematically eliminated And I was going to play the whole thing out regardless. I had no expectations of making day 2 or anything like that. I just wanted to play, try it out, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. And I don't necessarily know or see myself really playing in the local scene. Oh man, that is an absolute brick. Now we are the one putting up bricks. Oof. Oh no. Oh no. What are we even up against right now? This is an absolutely brutal start. We might have to attack with Squawkabilly, of all things. I know the Turtwig, if it is just straight up... if it's just straight up... Oh, Torterra, maybe we could do okay. But single prize deck that hits crazy hard, we could be in trouble. Okay, they get a second Turtwig down. Yeah, it could be a bad start. Oh, man, especially if they're going to get the Turtwig in the active. Okay. Yeah, this is an absolute brick, and we just draw into even more energy. So let's go and attach some energy, and we Squawk and Seize. Not a lot going for us here otherwise. And, of course, I said all of that stuff when... Okay, there's the Miraidon. Let's go get Miraidon down. I don't know. Is Iron Hands going to be helpful for us here? Is it worth benching an Iron Hands? I think it might be. Let's go and get down a Miraidon. Now, we still need the Raikou, though. Okay, I'm going to give myself the... Let's get the Flying Pikachu and the Raikou. We'll go with one extra energy accelerator here. And we can play some Path to the Peak in the meantime. And Path might actually hurt us more than it hurts them. And we can motivate. We'll do a little bit of damage here. And we will attach energy to the Raikou. And hopefully they don't have the means to get this rolling otherwise. Motivate you. Oh, wow. They are getting rid of the Path to the Peak here. They might be getting rid of the Charm. Yeah, there it is. Try and get that easy knock on a Squawkabilly here. Ooh, Iono is actually not the worst. A motivation for letter of recommendation. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. They got the quad Turtwig going. That is absolutely brutal for us. But, yeah, let's go Gust around that. I'm actually gonna target the Bibarel here. I don't want them to have an opportunity to draw more cards, because right now it feels like they are in dire need of pieces to set up. So they have all their attackers, but now if they have no draw power, they are in pure top deck mode. And let's see what we can get here. Okay, Flaaffy's good. Flaaffy's good. We can get some more energy on the board. Possibly get an Iron Hands play later. But now they have to draw... I guess if they get one Turtwig, or get one of the middle evolution, they can evolve all of these up. Oh, they have the Arven. They're probably going to get all of them rolling here. Can they get up to Torterra, though? Let's see. Technical Machine Evolution. Oh, yeah, that's a good card in this deck. No. Okay. We could be in trouble. Yeah, I'm almost certain, yeah, Torterra is coming out on the next turn. Yeah, the Grottle is annoying here, and that drops off. And what's the play? Can we snipe out? Okay, we get Generator. That's good. That's good. Do we save the Generator for Iron Hands? Potentially. Let's go and Dynamotor some energy onto the Miraidon, just in case. I will throw a Bravery Charm on onto this Raikou to make it a little more difficult for them to KO. And I will save the generators for now. Let's go hit for 200. And we'll see if we can get an Iron Hands play at some point. Almost certain this Torterra is... Yeah, because with the ability Sun-Drenched Shell, once during your turn, you may search your deck for a grass Pokemon, reveal it, put it into your hands, and shuffle your deck. And they can go and just evolve all the way up if they wanted to. Now, I don't know if they actually choose to do that, right? They could go... They're probably going to go Grottle, Torterra. Yeah. And I still don't think they one-shot us here. Now, the other potential problem in getting an Iron Hands here is that if they evolve all of these up to Torterra, Iron Hands is not going to be able to one-shot a Torterra. Yeah, Torterra is thick. They get the reversal energy, and they are just going to hit for... Yeah, for each of your evolution Pokemon in play, that's going to do 200 damage right now. That's a lot. That would have knocked us out if we didn't have the Charm on. Holy cow. Yeah, so I'm freaking out just a little bit. A little bit. Oh, and the Kricketune gives them even more HP. Oh no, not in the counter catcher too. And they take out the Flying Pikachu. Oh, and the Iono. Oh my goodness. They are popping off right now. With this combination of cards. Is it Iron Hands time? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think we're going to be a little... We're going to definitely be short. We do have to bench another Pokemon in order to KO this thing, though. Let's go and... Oh, we played Path to the Peak. No, we can't get Iron Hands out. And we lost our Vacuum. That is unfortunate. Now, I could get Ultra Ball here. Like, if we go Generator Ultra Ball, or... We can just get an Ultra Ball. Damn. Okay. What if we go and get rid of this energy? I think we have to... I don't know if I like my game plan right now. We get the Iron Hands down. Like, if we attack the Kricketune... Oh, we can't boss anyway. So let's just go and attach some energy to the Miraidon here so we can get an attack off next turn. But we are in trouble. We are absolutely in trouble here. Okay, we do get a generator. That's something. If we can top deck another generator, we could potentially get an Iron Hands play on this Bibarel. We do have boss in hand. It's just how do we get 4 energy onto this? Very annoying deck, but the TM evolution is going to be a big deal in the game going forward, being able to help these slower decks set up faster. You're going to get the Kricketune. That's annoying. Yeah, if we can get the Evo Press, if they don't have boss, then we can tank a hit here with the Raikou. The Raikou's still not... even the Miraidon's not doing enough damage. That's horrible. Oh, Jay, who is this? Anonymous with the $100 donation to Extra Life. Thank you so much for supporting an absolutely wonderful cause. We are going to lose the Squawkabilly. That is profoundly annoying, and they're going to Iono us as well. Awful. Absolutely awful. Awful next round, but yeah, we're in big trouble. We are in big trouble to the point where we might actually lose here if we can't get. Yeah, we have no bumps the path to the peak here. No. Okay, let's go and see what we can do. I think right now we are 10 damage short of knocking out this Torterra. And I don't know if we're even going to be able to... Oh, we can Raichu. I mean, that's a play we can make. This kind of sucks. Like, I don't want to play it like this, but this might be our only option at this point, is we hard retreat into Raichu, and we swing for 4. So let's go 1, 2, and 3, 4. 240. If they have one more energy, we're just dead. But our opponent has a very... Oh my goodness, we're only taking 1 prize here. Ugh. If they don't knock out the Raichu, which I can't imagine that being the case. Well, yeah, Iron Hands could potentially save us here if we somehow get 3 energy on the board. 230, Raihan. Oh, we're so dead. We are so dead. Yeah, they get another energy, and it's done. Path to the Peak ended up hurting us more than it hurt them. This is a tough matchup for us. Yeah, really unfortunate there. But yeah, the Torterra hits like a truck. They have the extra Kricketune to give them some extra HP. And they're primarily a single prize deck that can uptrade really well against multi-prize decks. The TM evolution is absolutely bonkers in that deck, and I probably should try that out. Does anyone got a list? GG's to our opponent on that one. Oh no. Oh no. Holy Turtwigs. And Neris, welcome back. How are you doing? Sorry, I'm catching up on the chat here. Holy Turtwigs, you say in the past 12 you've killed 50 ants? What the heck? Oh, that sucks. We used to have issues with ants in the basement. I haven't seen them in a long time though, which is good. I'd rather not see them again. That Torterra deck actually seems really good. Oh, hold on. Charity donations follows. Sorry, I goofed around with my channel point setup here, and I need to turn that off. Okay, there we go. Nope. All with the... Yes, I would like to go first. Sorry, I will close all this. And there we go. There we go. And that's a brick. Raguba says, you had a Carpenter anti-infestation last year. Carpenter ant infestation. Light Borax bait traps did absolute magic. Solved it overnight, literally. Oh, that's awesome. I can't remember if we're going first or second here. Let's go with the Raikou on the active. Okay, Lost Box. All right. What do we want then? Do we just go straight up like YOLO Iron Hands? That might actually be the play. Let's go get a... We prized one of our Flaaffies here. Let's go and get the Iron Hands. With that, I will attach some energy to the Iron Hands, and I hope Squawkabilly is in the deck. Really hope Squawkabilly's in the deck. I should have looked at my prizes before committing to a move like this. All right, let's go. Squawk and Seize. Hopefully hit some generators or something. No, we do not. Fleet-footed. I will play Path to the Peak, though. Not a good turn turn for us there. I think we gambled a little too heavy on the Iron Hands, and now we're in a little bit of a pickle. Double Tina. Okay. Let's see how they approach the rest of this going forward. I should not be shuffling this deck of cards. I know there are some players or streamers who I see them shuffling like crazy and while they play and they still keep contact with the screen and the camera. I am not that. I am not him. Let's go. Okay, they flushed down a Comfey and a Roxanne. Double Tina is annoying. And the other thing I don't like with our current board state is that I don't necessarily have a good way of... Yeah, we need 4 energy on the Iron Hands. I think we can get 3, but I still don't know how I move the Raikou out with Path to the Peak down. So we may have overextended here. Let's go and see. They've got 3 in the Lost Zone. Okay, here's Generator. There we go. Can we hit 2 here? 2. We get 1. Okay. I can get 3 energy on an Iron Hands. Oh, wait. I meant to discard. Oh, damn it. I screwed that up. That was dumb. That was really dumb. I could have had the 3rd energy to attach to the Raikou, and then I could have knocked this out with the arm press attack. But here we are. And even now, like, it's still not a great position to be in. I almost feel like shame scooping here with how badly I have played this round so far. Okay, they're gonna escape rope. We give them a squawk. If they're gonna swing with the cram, they're not gonna swing with the cram, right? Ugh. I kind of hope they're stuck. Oh, here comes the Mirage Gates. I think we are dead. I could have made it interesting, but I think that the misplay will cost us the game. And to be fair, we were already... I think the fundamental issue here is that I went for Iron Hands way too soon, and it's not going to work out for us. Oof. Yep, they've got 7 in the Lost Zone. They've got their 3. I think they can just shred now. Yeah. And surprise, surprise. Oh, they're just going to hit with the cram. Okay. Yeah, I could knock out this Giratina V if I had the right cards for it. And, of course, I do not. So we are where we are. Do I don't want to burn Iron Hands right now, though. Do we just motivate? Is this the play? If we just go and drag... Am I playing 4D chess right now, or is this just duh? Oh, yeah. Oh, this is absolutely stupid. Yeah, let's get out of here. Y'all didn't see nothing. Y'all saw nothing. Okay, so we committed a little too soon to the Iron Hand strategy. I find it best It is a big gamble trying to get 4 energy on an Iron Hands turn 1. Not realistic. Possible, not realistic. It would have been nice, though. And I think for against a Lost Box deck where they're not doing a lot of damage turn 1, it might be better to go for it early than late, but I haven't had enough experience in that matchup to say either way. We went for it. It didn't work out. I made some horrible misplays. It is what it is. We are going first with an abysmal starting hand. Holy cow. Can we please get like a Nest Ball, Ultra Ball, anything? Okay. Ultra Ball is good. Let's go and get rid of these 2 energies. And can we get a... Is it worth getting a... Is it worth getting a Squawkabilly, or are we just going to get punished for that? I have a feeling we could get punished for that. So let's just grab them. We only have 1 Miraidon. Wow. Okay. If we only have 1 Miraidon, then let's go and grab a Raikou. And I don't want to get... Do we go double Raikou here? I'm actually going to do it. Or I could have put down... I could have also put down a... I could have put down Mareep with the charm, and that would have protected us. Okay, we get a generator. That's nice. And we hit on that one too. This is very good. I love the fact that in this particular matchup, the Flying Pikachu... I think we protect the Raikou. What was I going to say? In this matchup, a full bench... They want to run a full bench. We want to run a full bench. There is a decent chance that we can just one-shot Iron Valiants with Raikous for the whole thing. Now, Jolteon is a little annoying. We don't have any protection against Jolteon. Iron Hands could potentially be helpful here. Okay, they're going to start doing their... They'd probably start Tachyon Bitsing. Oh, okay. I want to knock out this Jolteon. Oh, they have no cards. They're going to Squawkabilly here. Okay. It does get dangerous to put the Mareep down. But yeah, had we put a Mareep down, the Mareep is... There's a pretty decent chance we're going to lose the Mareep. So... I do like the town store there. We could use that to get 4 Seal Stone and then use that to get a path to the peak and slow them down a turn. That would actually be kind of sick. They are not going to get a Yoga Loot play here. They will soften up the Raikou, though. This brings it down to 190 HP. All right. I just realized does this do... This attack isn't affected by resistance. Medicham can one-shot... This can do 200 damage on a Raikou, which is actually super annoying. Ugh. Okay, they research away their hand. Oh, the other thing is Flying Pikachu is weak to Lightning type, so Jolteon can one-shot a Flying Pikachu. There's lots of bad happening right now. Let's go and see what we can do. But I definitely want to take a one-shot on... Oh, they're willing to give up the Squawk. Okay. Okay. I don't want that, though. I want this Jolteon out of the game. Let's go and Fleet-footed. We'll draw a card here. No. Let's go and grab the Forest Seal Stone. Can we... Yeah, I think we have to fill the bench now. Let's go and do that. And we'll throw down... We'll throw down the Zapdos. And I'm going to gamble a bit and throw down... Against my better judgment, how much of their Switch cards have they burned? They've burned 3. Is it bad to get the... Okay, we're going Iron Hands. I'm going to go no energy acceleration on this outside of... Okay, now we fleet-footed. Okay, we get a Nest Ball. Let's go and Star Alchemy for... Now, here's how we lose, right? Here's how we... Okay, let's go and grab Path to the Peak. What's more dangerous, the Medicham, or I think the Jolteon's more dangerous. Let's go and KO the Jolteon. 230. The Medicham could one-shot us, but we have energy on this Raikou, and that could be enough. Or we just need one more, and we could potentially return KO the Raikou. Not an ideal scenario here. I think they're going to probably Jolteon again. Yep. So we are not out of the woods. Not in the slightest. Yeah. I would expect them to KO with the Medicham. Yep. Okay. We are going to fill this bench with all our heavies. Actually, yeah, let's go with a Raichu. No, Raichu could potentially help one-shot a... Ooh, and I do want to vacuum here. Let's go and vacuum away the future booster capsule. Get that out of here. And we will Iono. And hopefully... this is going to be enough to slow them down. Generators? Okay, just paths. What's the play? They are going to get the Jolteon VMAX. That's annoying. They need 2 energy, though. They're not attacking right now. And I don't know if they know that. Let's see what they get. They get another Medicham. Okay. Okay. We are in a pretty good spot, all things considered. I will Arven, and let's go grab a Generator and a Charm. And we will go Generator to... I think we Generator to Miraidon, Raichu, Iron Hands. I think we Generator to Miraidon is probably the most reliable attacker in this scenario here. And we swing for 210. We know they have a Medicham and one other card. They do have free retreat. That could be a problem. Nope. We get the win. Path to the Peak, locking them down. GG's. That was... It was kind of scary at the beginning, but I think that the strategy of not benching the Mareeps was the right call and would have given them the opportunity to take some extra KOs there. It is kind of annoying that Medicham can take one-shots on Raikous and Raichus for that matter, but this Iron Valiant really relies on punishing decks with evolution Pokemon and smaller Pokemon, and we were able to just face up with here's our big bulky Pokemon, and our Raikous can basically one-shot you all the way through. What are you going to do about it? And even the Jolteon, taking out the Jolteon at the beginning was pretty clutch for us because they could have done some really serious damage with the Jolteon, especially because it hits Flying Pikachu for weakness, and they would have taken a one-shot there. So we were able to shut them down and not let them play the game. GG's. And Gazer Beam, the bits. What's up? Yeah, the Tachyon bits. Gazer, how you doing? Way to put Battle VIP past the shame with an ability after turn 1. Yep. And Deathcrier, how did you do at Toronto Regional? I didn't see you there. I was looking for you, and I didn't see you. I hope you did all right. And how's Iron Hands feeling? I don't necessarily... Is it a hot take to say that I think Iron Hands is a bit overrated? I think the energy cost really hinders how useful it can be, even in decks with energy acceleration. And like, I just haven't run into as many situations where, like, it does happen. I got a video coming out on Monday where, yeah, technically I didn't need Iron Hands to win, but Iron Hands was set up and I was able to get it. But yeah, Iron Hands has been, it's not my favorite, TBH. Sambakur says, I don't think it's a hot take. Okay. And Asian Nerd says, man, all the Iron Hands haters are coming out in full force. Holy cow. Our hand is garbage. Gazer Descrier says, super overrated. Every game I played against it, it's just a bench warmer. Oh, is this Snorlax stall? Yeah, I don't want to play against this right now, especially if we've already got the Mareep stuck in the active. Descrier says, to be honest, you got so distracted, you messed up meeting a bunch of people. Sorry, miss. Oh, don't worry about it. And yeah, Gazer, I had a great time at Toronto Regionals. It was tough. Like, playing 9 rounds, no breaks was absolutely brutal, and I was completely exhausted. I overestimated or underestimated how tough it would be. Like, I scheduled my Sunday stream and I was just like, yeah, I'll just stream the day after Regionals. And I was like, nah, I can't. I can't do this. Now, the Snorlax stall stuff, I know we're going to see this deck more and more. There are ways that our deck can deal with it. I do specifically have like a regular switch card so they can't trap the Flaaffy. However, the fact that we already were just stuck with the Mareep in the active was a really bad sign for us. So I didn't want to sit there, grind this out, especially when I'm trying to make a video here. Okay, our opponent's got basically the same deck. Yeah, just a grind out video where there's a decent chance we just end up losing. I would not going to waste our content creation time on that. Regionals drain the energy from you so quickly. Yeah. Descrier says, I went 1-4-1 drop. Abysmal showing. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Would you do it again? Like, go play another region? They put out the Iron Hands already. Okay. Maybe we'll take some notes from Lil Red Fox here. They may have the sauce. They may have the sauce, for all we know. I feel like turn 1 Iron Hands is not necessarily the play, but they may know something that I don't. Okay. The Zapdos might be helpful in this matchup to one-shot a Iron Hands. Oh, we get the Squawk right off the bat. That's kind of amazing. Let's go and get rid of... I think we can get rid of Boss, and we can get rid of Nest Ball at this point, and we can go and grab a Miraidon. And yeah, I feel like... If we go... I still need an attacker if I want to attack on this turn, so we might have to go Raikou here. And if they put the Iron Hands in the active off the switch, then we could be in trouble. Let's go in Iono here. I want to see as many cards as possible. I guess there's a hypothetical chance that we see a research in the next go round, and I'm going to Ultra Ball away the Zapdos and the energy, and I think we're just going to shuffle them up. Yeah, I'm not going to grab anything here. I don't want to get rid of any cards. Like, maybe we can get rid of a Miraidon, but I think we can leave that energy. Yeah, we'll leave that in the discard for now. And let's go Squawk. And hopefully in this next round of 6 cards, we can make something happen. The answer is no. No, we cannot. That sucks. Let's go and Escape Rope anyway. And force something into the active. Maybe we draw another card. We get a Miraidon in the active. Let's go and Fleet-Footed again. Path to the Peak, yeah. Path does slow them down. It slows us down equally, but stops any sort of shenanigans here. Okay, start generating. Yep, I don't hate that for them. Now, the potentially big problem we face is if they can get Miraidon out of the active, we're kind of just dead, aren't we? Okay, yeah, they can take a Mareep. They can take a Mareep. That's fine. Path to the trough. Toronto was nice. Sombra Kerr says, regionals drain the energy from you so quickly. Toronto was nice, had a good venue compared to places that they've had it before. We are... I think we're dead? Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. We could stall for time. We can go and grab ourselves a Flaaffy. We can get 2 energy on the board. And we can stall for Iron Hands, which might actually be the play at this juncture if we are playing from behind here. Let's go and drag Iron Hands into the active. And if they can get Iron Hands out of the active, we're dead anyway, regardless of what we leave in the active. So let's go and see what happens. Oh, they escape rope. Okay, if they just escape rope and they go and knock out a... This is actually annoying because now we are 1 Pokemon short of being able to one-shot this Raikou. And we are in trouble. I'm in danger. Okay. If that's the case... Oh, hold on. We Generator. Let's go Generator. We get 1 energy here. 1 energy from the Flaaffy. And 1 energy from the hand. And we can go and retreat. Yeah, we can just take 220 right now. Knock them out. And now someone call the ambulance, but not for me? Okay. Now they are in trouble. Okay, we get Arven. Let's see how we tackle this going forward. Is it too late to get the Iron Hand set up? Ugh. Yeah, the escape rope does suck for them. Oh, they get a Raikou down. Okay. And they will shuffle him up. Okay. Okay, here comes Iron Hands. I might still want the Iron Hands on the board anyway. Now, they could still win this, right? Boss KO the Squawkabilly, and Iron Hands kills us. And that might be what they are playing for here. And I don't think we can... 120, 240. The Charm is not going to help in that regard. Charm is not going to help. Okay. I'm going to retreat into... Huh. They just want to tank a hit with the Iron Hands? Interesting. If I bump Path and I put down a Zapdos, I think that's the play. Hold on. Let me think this. Do we still have Vacuum? No, we don't have Vacuum anymore. Okay. Then that play is out of the question. Let's go, and I will bench an Iron Hands, though. And let's go Arven for Generator, and we'll give ourselves a Forest Seal Stone. Actually, hold on. So if we go... I think we still have it. If the Zapdos is still here, then we just retreat. We go into the Raikou. We get ourselves Star Alchemy, and we grab the Zapdos. We are hitting for 230 damage. We one-shot the... Yeah, let's go and put the charm on the Miraidon. And you know what? For funsies, let's go... Yeah, we'll charge this up. And let's go hit for 230 on the Iron Hands. And now our opponent is in big trouble. Not necessarily like game over trouble, but in notable trouble. And the fact they brought the Raikou up is... That is telling, right? That was their best way to attack at this point. Okay, they could still... They could charm up and... Yeah, Generator Charm. But the fact that they're using the Generator on the Miraidon instead of the... Please brick. Please brick. Please brick. Please brick. No! What? Why would you put the charm on the... I'm not sure that was the play. Okay, then fine. Fine. Let's go and build up our Iron Hands even more. And yeah, we swing for 210 here, right? Yeah. No, I don't. I wouldn't KO with Miraidon. I would only do 230 damage, and with the charm, that's 250. Okay, they're gonna judge, shuffle them up again. This is still not over. Okay, they're gonna play a Collapse Stadium. This is actually good for us. We get the Squawkabilly off the board. And it reduces Raikou's damage. Now, can they retreat? If they can't retreat, like, this is over. They can retreat. Okay. But they don't have the charm on the Miraidon. Is it Iron Hands time? Oh, yeah, now they have... Okay.
Yeah, right?
This is not over. This is not over. There's another way we can go about this. Do we still have Raichu in the deck? If we still have Raichu, we can make it happen. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a messy one for sure. Let's go and bring up Miraidon. Please tell me Raichu is in the deck. And please tell me we can hit for... If Raichu's in the deck, we can still win. Yes. There it is. Here comes the boy. Okay, now there's no guarantee we hit it off the generator. But... Nope. Oh, God. Okay. Let's go play Path to the Peak. And we pray in these next 7 cards... Actually, we should probably move Raichu. Let's research. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. I'm going to Generator here. Just this. Yeah. We got game. That was very messy. I think arguably we could have powered up an Iron Hands, but we weren't going to get the KO on them. Instead, we go and blast with the Raichu. Very good. And we take that win. That was a really good match with all of the back and forth there. But yeah, we got to see a lot of the deck's tricks. We got to see the Zapdos doing a little extra damage so that we could one-shot the Iron Hands. We got to see Raikou, just a good early game attacker. And then we got to see Raichu come in at the end with the massive one-hit KO on the charmed up Miraidon. We saw pretty much everything except the Iron Hands there, but we did have it set up as a potential extra KO there or another potential win condition there. Weren't able to get that play rolling this time. It is a nice to have, but it's nice to see that we can still get our, we can still get the wins even without it. GG's. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, that was a really good Miraidon match, and that played really good. I just didn't. The Iron Hands was annoying. We were. I think that even if we weren't able to get the Iron Hands playoff, being able to take out an Iron Hands was actually really, really good for the video. Being able to show like 230 HP is going to be a new breakpoint with Iron Hands, with Roaring Moon, and yeah, having the Zapdos tech in there is really nice. So yeah, that one's probably gonna make the video. Almost certainly gonna make the video. The Torterra one might also make it into the video because that was a really cool deck, and we got bodied. And Best trying to get the shiny Snorlax didn't work out this time. Let's see what we can pull from Obsidian Flames. Obsidian Flames is not a very good set. It's basically Charizard and that's it. But yeah, no, this was no good. Terrible pack. Okay. So we've got at least two. I would like to get one more Iron Hands match down, and ideally, I'd like to actually show Iron Hands like taking an extra prize. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to get that though. Yeah. Oh, the Zapdos plus 30. Yeah. That's okay. Also, did I? That's car. All right, if I have to build not too many people. Yeah, some close. Yeah, for anyone that played at regionals, like yeah, Deskcrier. I know this was like your first one. Would you go again? I think I would. I don't know if I'm in it. I think especially with the baby. I know. Sorry, Leo. I know I'm blaming everything on you. It's hard to get out there in any capacity, but interesting. They got the Squawk. We do get the I really don't want to get rid of the Raichu, but I think we have to get. Do we have Rod? Do I have easy access to Rod? Yes, I do. Okay. We're gonna go Squawk. I'm gonna gamble and say that we are going to get a. We are going to hit better going forward. Oh, we don't. Oh, we don't. That is an absolute dumpster fire of a starting hand. Let's go and slam down Path to the Peak, and you can have this Mareep. All right, good luck. At least they can't Squawk and Seize. Now, they may have a Stadium Bump and turn... Okay, they have the Stadium Bump, of course. Okay, so it's Roaring Moon. This is a little... You definitely would. Awesome. Yeah, I think at the absolute latest... Oh, no. Are they attacking? They have... Oh, okay. Ooh, they have the water package in their Roaring Moon deck. And I don't hate that for them. Oh, they get the Battle VIP pass? No. I don't like potentially having to get rid of 2 out of our 3 mobility cards right now, which I think we might have to. Could they potentially? They could potentially attack here. They have 8 energy in the discard pile. Turn 1, Luminion, Sada's Vitality. They could potentially make something happen here. Oh, okay. Are they just going to go for the Motivate? I don't hate that. Oh, there's Sada's Vitality. Oof. Norse Wolf, Demigod Rika, Maximum Frost. Welcome. How are you doing? Do they have the pieces to make something happen. They've got the energy switch. All right. Let's go. Oh my goodness. They've burned through 40 cards on turn 1 to attack for 20. We're still in trouble. We're absolutely still in trouble here. Yeah, this Roaring Moon is ready to rock. I will escape rope here. I want to... I mean, they're going to get the Morpeko up. That's actually the wrong play. I should have hit the Squawkabilly. Now I just gave them an out. But let's see. Let's see, right? This is a dumpster fire of a hand anyway. Okay, we get the Raikou. So yeah, this was a mistake. I should have... Did we play? Yeah, let's get Raikou going. Four Seal Stone. I want to... Okay, let's Pokestop here. Oh, no! Miserable. Absolutely miserable Pokestop there for us. Now, the problem with our current predicament is that we... Okay, let's go in Fleet-Footed first. Okay, Generator's good. Generator's good. Yep. Yep. Okay. I'm actually going to Star Alchemy right now. I'm going to grab a Research for the next turn. And I'm going to leave Path to the Peak. I'm going to leave Pokestop out. Because I'm going to... Will I need... No. Let's go in Path. I would have loved to have taken 2 prizes over 1, so we should have played the Escape Rope instead, or played the Switch instead. That's on me. Now... There's a couple ways we can go about it. I think that we want to get the Zapdos down, and then we can hit for 230 on the Roaring Moon, and I think we have to get a Raichu at some point eventually. But yeah, if we were able to take 2 prizes, we would have been in a much better position to win the game. Now we are in trouble. So that was a absolutely abysmal sequencing on my part. Okay. Is what it is. Let's hope we can weather this storm. Oh, I ended up not even needing the... We don't have Raichu? Uh-oh. If we don't have Raichu, this becomes a little bit concerning. Okay. Let's go retreat. I'm not going to give them a stadium at this point. I will. And I'm not even going to use any of these things. Let's just go and smash for 230. And hope we don't get disrupted. Okay. Yeah, we would be up 2 prizes, or up to 2 prizes, and we could potentially win the game on the next turn, had I played Switch instead of Escape Rope. Instead, we are here, and now they are going to play Sada's Vitality. They're going to accelerate a whole bunch of energy. There's a pretty decent chance they are going to get the... If they Frenzy Gouging here... Oh, yeah, they can just one-shot us here. So they can just Calamity Storm. Well, they have to get a Stadium out. Yeah, so I missequenced this. This is all my fault. Yeah, we're almost certainly going to lose at this point. Oh yeah, we are dead. So we're gonna scoop. GG's. Yeah, really unfortunate sequence of events there. No, there was no guarantee that I was gonna be able to knock out the Squawkabilly, but I think the whole, I was like, okay, there's a whole bunch of 2-prizers on the board. It was once they put the Morpeko, I did not account for that, and them just being able to switch into Morpeko, and that won them the game. We would have won that game if we hadn't played Escape Rope at the beginning. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. The problem was up until the Morpeko was the last thing they did, and in the entirety of my calculations, it was just like Escape Rope, Escape Rope, Escape Rope, and then it wasn't. So that's on me. Is anyone finding that they're running into like a ton of Roaring Moon? It's the deck I see the. It's the deck I see the most, but it's definitely not like Obsidian Flames era where that was the only thing I saw. We might have to scoop here. This is a miserable starting hand. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Path. Attach. Pass. If they can bump path, then we're dead. If they can't bump path, then maybe we have a game. Oh, yeah. Okay, GG's. Cool. Now, there was no way to say that they... Why Worker in Miraidon? Of course they're playing... It's PTCG Live. Like, everybody's... That's not necessarily a card that people play in Miraidon, but sure. Turn 1 path is a problem, and they had the answer to solve it. So we will eat it on that one. What's everybody got going on this weekend? I will be seeing my family later this evening. And yeah, I am a bachelor for the next little bit. No, my wife and I are still together. She and her family are going shopping today, and she took Leo, so I am all by myself for the next few hours. I do have to prepare something in the meantime, but otherwise, yeah, I'm a... What are these hands? Why does this keep happening? Cowface has to work today? Oh, that's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. I mean, this is the match you want Iron Hands for, right? If we're gonna hit on an Iron Hands play, this is the one. I don't think it's gonna happen, TBH. And they do have the Giratina. Giratina's profoundly... And they're gonna play turn 1 path on us? Okay. Okay. Let's go attach some energy. And we have to get rid of a generator in the process. Yeah, cool. All right, GG's. I could have played Arven. I think that probably was the play. Was to do Arven plus, like, anything. And that could have at least let us play the game. And then we could have Squawkabilly, but, like, whatever. We're moving on. I feel like my luck is so bad in this game. I know I'm not the best player in the world, but it feels like I have below average luck. I don't know. Maybe something I've thought about is like actually paying for a coach. And I think partially just to see what I'm messing up, but also like just what the experience is like, and maybe I can make a video about it. Just documenting that experience for anyone else that is interested in coaching for the Pokemon TCG. Okay. Cloth. Awesome. Awesome. We are not built for cloth. Now let's go and actually Miraidon. And I think it's time, homies. I think it's time. I think we go... No, we prize the Iron Hands! No! The one time! This is the match! This is the match we wanted! Bruh. We'll put some energy on the Miraidon. And we're actually going to leave Flying Pikachu out in the active because we have resistance to fighting. Unfortunately, we are weak to fighting, and this cloth can one-shot us. I hope they have bricked miserably. I hope they've bricked miserably. I lose to this deck. Like, regardless of what deck I'm playing, I lose to this deck every single time. I don't know what it is, but... And I've looked at the deck list, and I'm like, this deck should not be as good as it is, but it keeps beating me. I need to play this at some point. Of course they get the double turbo energy. Of course they get the town store. Of course they get research. Of course we're going to get one-shotted into oblivion. Of course we've prized Iron Hands in the one match where this would have really mattered. I'm so mad. Okay. To my point about luck. $160, $70. I think we're actually still alive. I think we actually tanked this hit. Yeah. Flying Pikachu tanks the hit. Iron Hands would be really great right about now. We are not going to see it. Let's go, and I'm going to get rid of Arven and Escape Rope. And I will go and grab a Flaaffy. And let's go and research. And let's go generator up the Miraidon here, just so we have a backup attacker ready to go. And we have no Pokemon in the discard. Let's go fleet-footed. And we will vacuum away the... I want to get rid of Boss. I don't want to get rid of any of these cards. All of these are good. I'm going to vacuum away the Arven. Oh, wait, no. Let's vacuum away the capsule. It doesn't matter. The poison doesn't matter. Actually, yeah, we'll vacuum away the capsule. Then we can slam down Path to the Peak. And we'll hit for 180. Iron Hands, please. No! Okay. Bruh. Item and a tool. They'll probably Ultra Ball and Booster Capsule. And Iron Hands, please. Where are you, homie? Where are you? I could have got... I guess, to be fair, I could have gotten Iron Hands with, like, the Arven Heavy Ball combo if I really wanted it right this second. And right now, I don't. Uh-oh. The Electrode could take the knock here. Yeah, if they can put enough special conditions on this. 100 damage for each special condition. They played the... Yeah, they're going to get poison. And if they get, like, the spicy curry, then we are... Yeah. They're going to do 200 damage. And they're going to play the 4 Seal Stone. Oh, my goodness. But they didn't use the stone. They could get punished for that. Really bad. Okay. They do heal the burn. Okay. So, let's actually get rid of the Raichu and the Judge. Let's go and grab a Flaaffy. Now, what's more dangerous here? The Electrode or the Brute Bonnet? I think it might actually be the Brute Bonnet. Or is it the Bibarel? What is the most dangerous target on the board right now? If they can't put any special conditions on themselves, I think it might actually be the Brute Bonnet. Right? What's harder to set up? There we go. Heal all those special conditions. We take this out. We 220. The other thing I could have done is, I guess if we took out the Bibarel, they stop drawing cards, but they could still potentially. Now they have to have Brute Bonnet plus the capsule plus a curry in order to knock us out. Oh my, they had Brute Bonnet in hand. Oh my goodness. This is annoying. They're going to get the capsule. They're going to get at least one of the pieces here. Holy cow. This deck, though. And yeah, I'm now getting punished for not taking out the Electrode. Okay. Zapdos could be good here. Zapdos can actually one-shot a cloth. Do they have the curry, though? They don't. They do not have it. Okay. Okay. I'm actually going to bench the... Oh, no. Oh, this is actually kind of annoying. I don't have the... Okay, if they're gonna go in with the cloth... Okay, I'm gonna put some energy on the... I think we have options here, right? I think we have options. If we get a boss... There's the Iron Hands. If we could get an Electric Generator, we could potentially get Iron Hands set up here and then knock out this cloth and win the game. That would be crazy. Otherwise, we go in with the Zapdos and we take one prize and we play it that way. Let's see how it goes. We have options. We have options. They do play Arven. They will probably... I would probably get an Ultra Ball here for Bibarel. Yeah. And they're going to need to draw some cards, like, right now. Could we get the Iron Hands win? We have options. They get the double turbo energy. Of course they do. Of course they do. Of course they do. So, yeah, if we want the Iron Hands win right now, we have to top deck we have to top deck a Electric Generator. If we don't do that, we can go in with the Zapdos. Okay, let's go bring up Flying Pikachu, and we will scout our options here. Generator, Generator, Generator. No! Okay. We are still going to set it up. Because this is a play that is still possible. Let's go Dynamotor to the Zapdos. We only need 110 damage, which is perfect, because that is exactly the amount of damage that Zapdos does. And we force them to now need a Gust. And they may have it. They may have it. If they do, then it is what it is. They slam that down confidently. Energy boss. Then we're just dead. Ooh, that's actually kind of annoying here. If we go... At this point, I don't think we... Yeah, Flying Pikachu is not going to matter here. I don't think we're getting the Iron... We're not getting the Iron Hands play at this point. Almost certainly not. I guess if we top deck... Oh, and they're going to counter catcher. The Mareep. Interesting. Are they just stalling for time here? I think they're just stalling for time. Yep. Okay. Okay. They are entitled to do that. In the meantime, yeah, how about we build up this Iron Hands? And I could go... Let's wait. Yeah, let's wait. Okay, so they have to find their double turbo energy. Otherwise, we just win. Okay. All right, can we get the Iron Hands play, please? Please. No, we're not going to get it. Okay. Then we're not going to worry about it. We're not going to worry about it. We could have potentially made it happen. We prized it early, and it doesn't matter. We are able to take the win against this pesky Cloth deck. It would have been nice to get the Iron Hands out here, but we were still able to get that win against a really annoying Cloth deck that hits us for weakness. And I think we were able to capitalize on, yeah, the going in with the Zapdos at the end was absolutely crucial. Being able to knock out multiple Cloths, forcing them to also have a Gusting card on top. I think it is debatable whether or not we should have taken out the Electrode with the Forest Seal Stone, or I guess because they had the Forest Seal Stone, they would have had an extra piece. So I think debatable how we approach that, but we'll take that win. GG's. Jabo Broski says, why are no Miraidon players trying out Tapu Koko EX? I switched Flying Pika for Mew EX. I took out 1 or 2 Raikou V for type Koko and took 1 of your 3 Miraidons and put in Raichu V. Also have Iron Hands. Tapu's so good against beefy decks. Iron Hands is great for 1 prize. Single prize was Mew is great for taking out Charizards. Tapu is great for stalling and doing damage. And Raichu is good to clean up, and Iron Hands for 1 prize decks. Love watching your videos, man, and congrats on the tournament. Keep up the great content. Yeah, thank you so much for the kind words there. And as for Tapu Koko, I don't even know what that card does. I know there's a paralysis thing to it, and at first glance, I looked at it and was like, okay, I'm not too high on it. Let's see what it does. I do understand, like, oh, I do have one. Okay. 30 if your opponent knocked out, so 120 plus paralysis. I think that the idea is, like, the scary part of paralysis is that if you can get out of paralysis, then you're kind of screwed. And depending on the deck, some decks run a bunch of switch cards and can easily get out of paralysis. Some cannot. And I think, yeah, Gardevoir is one that can't easily get out of paralysis. Lugia is another one that weirdly cannot. I think there are definitely situations where having a Tapu Koko is helpful, and it might be worth swapping in over some of the other attackers here. This is Lightning Box, and I've seen more other decks that have like the Mew EX and even Zapdos EX. I've like that won an event in Japan, and I haven't really seen it much since. I think there's just a lot of options. The meta is still very young, and this card will be around for years to come, and it's got a good backbone with Miraidon and Electric Generator. So we'll see. We'll see. I haven't had a chance to play with it. I have been playing very little due to life circumstances, so I'm just barely scratching this. I haven't played Goldengo yet, even. So I still have a ways to go before we are digging into the deeper text of this whole meta. That's the bad part, but mostly it's hard for other players to get out watching your deck so you can compare. Yeah. Thank you for dropping by. And a lot of the times it takes someone brave enough to try it out at an event, whether it's online or IRL, to see if it works. And if someone gets some success with it, then people will try it out. And yeah, some of the wackier... I hit all 3 Miraidon right now? That's ridiculous. Our hand's not very good, though. I mean, we could potentially get a... Okay, Iron Hands is great in this matchup. That is assuming we can even get Iron Hands set up. I don't think that's something I want to play early, though. Do we? Do we? Do we? Let's see. How much energy do we hit? We hit 2. Okay. I think we're going to go on the Raikou. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to play it safe. I know. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm scared. Okay, let's go and bring Raikou in. And we'll at least get a turn 1 attack off. We do get a Nest Ball for... Yeah, we're going to Squawk here. And we're going to have to throw that Raichu back in this matchup. It's... Raichu can take a one-shot on a Gardevoir EX. Let's go and... Oh, we hit another generator. This is good. This is good. This is good. Okay. And we're actually going to put the Charm on the Iron Hands. Yeah, we have an Iron Hands play next turn. Almost guaranteed Iron Hands play. Is it good burning it now, though? That is the question. Okay, they only got 3 Raltas down. You think Guardy's falling off? I don't know about that. I don't know. I love Gardevoir as a deck. I still think it has the tools to beat anything. Now, they could... Okay. I need to get the Raichu back. I need to get the Raichu... I don't need to... Do I need to get it right now, though? Let's go and get rid of the energy and the Ultra Ball. We'll go get a Flaaffy. And let's go power up this Iron Hands. And I could Escape Rope here, but we're actually going to save that for getting Iron Hands out. Let's go and take that Amp You Very Much for the 120 and the 2 prizes. We put a lot of pressure on them early because now they're going to have to hit 280. And it's not impossible for them to hit 280 on this next go-round, but it is tough. I think Gardevoir is still... Yep, they're going to Mirage Step, and we're going to take another 2 prizes here. Almost certainly. And that is... Yeah, even if they get rolling, I don't know. That's going to be tough to come back from. Good to see you back. Thank you, Shaolin Warrior. And yeah, thank you for the first time chat. I know I've been away. Life stuff happens and it can make it difficult to stream, but we out here. We're out here. Okay, yeah, we're going to take 4 prizes with Iron Hands early. We love to see that. I think at this point, I would want to knock out anything other than Mirage Step. No, we want to knock out Mirage Step Kirlia. Let's do that. Let's go and take that. Ampy very much. I'm going to take another 4 prizes. Or another 2 prizes. And really put the pressure on our opponent to make some stuff happen here. This might be too late for them. A decent cup of coffee says Guardy just won the big tournament of Dune Online Regional last night, went undefeated. And Zach said sealed the game already. I'm not entirely certain, but it's going to be bad. Yeah, there we go. That Iono does suck. Oh, we got Forest Seal Stone. All right, no, we goated with the sauce. We are goated. Okay. We are pretty good shape. I'm not going to say like this is done, but we are in a pretty good position to win this whole thing. Okay, they're going to get their Gardevoir. Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, I don't hate that for them. I don't hate that for them. But interesting, they're attaching it to the one on the bench. I don't know if I agree with that. All right. But yeah, Gardevoir still has some tricks up its sleeves. Screamtail. I think people are finding the cape, and they're taking out the Zacian now, and it's just 3 Gardevoir, and it won. Yeah, Gardevoir is insanely powerful, and people are going to find some stuff. Okay. First time you've actually seen Ampy very much used somehow. Yeah, we've been talking about it. Like, is Iron Hands overrated? Is the discussion we've been having. Oh, they're going to get the Screamtail down. How bad is the Screamtail going to hurt us? Are they going to? No, they just benched another Ralts. All right. Yeah, you can use Cape on Baby Gardevoir too. And that just makes it easier to... And yeah, you're going to cough up 2 prizes, but when you need to, you can cough up... You can make that choice of when you cough up 2 prizes versus Zacian where, like, yeah, you're just done. So... Let's go and see how they play this. There goes the Gardevoir EX. And can they knock out this Iron Hands? They might be able to. No? Okay, they're going in... Okay, yeah, they're gonna have to go. I don't think they have the reversal. If they're gonna burn all this resources for getting Iron Hands out of here. Wow. So really, we just need to get a second attacker rolling here, and we're fine. And really, that's 1 extra energy on a Raikou. And we should be okay, right? We should be okay if we have a second Raikou set up. Can we do that? I think so. I think so. We could just Arven for it, right? I'm gonna gamble here. Okay. Okay. So, oh yeah, I could have just tandem united. Okay. And we will play down the Raikou. And let's go Dynamotor. We get our 2 energy. We get our Bravery Charm on this Raikou. Let's go and Fleet-Footed. And I will even Forest Seal Stone at this point. Star Alchemy. And let's go and grab... let's go grab a generator and see what we can make happen here. We get 1 energy, and I could go... How much energy do we have in hand? I'm going to put it on the Flaaffy, just in case we have to make some Flaaffy stuff happen here. And we're going to slam down Path to the Peak and hit for 220. Do we still have Escape Rope is the other question, because they could go in with this Gardevoir, and that could make things weird. If we have Arven and we can Escape Rope, then we just get it. Shaolin Warrior asks, have I dabbled in Roaring Moon? Yes. I haven't played much in the Paradox Rift format, but I have played Roaring Moon. I have a video up right now on the YouTube channel of my Roaring Moon build. It is a build featuring Greninja with some water so that the Greninja can snipe. It's pretty sick. IMO. If they get a second Gardevoir EX, that could be a problem. We might have to play for a... we've bench locked ourselves. Potentially play for a Raichu here. Let's see how this goes. If we have Escape Rope, then it doesn't matter, right? If that one card is not Escape Rope, and there's like a pretty good chance it's not Escape Rope, we should be fine. Okay, let's see how they play it, though. I guess even then, at most, they're taking only 2 prizes. Like if they get the Scream tail down or something. Okay, let's see. They get rid of the Scream Tail and the Cresselia. And they're just going to go for a third Guardy? Okay. Nope, they brick on the ball. They might just be shuffling up the cards. Yeah, they're going to go for a third Shining Arcana Gardevoir. Yeah, they're going to dig all the way to the bottom here, trying to get a bump for Path to the Peak. I forgot about that part. They can't even accelerate energy to themselves. So we have a little more time to figure this out. Let's go and see what they have in their deck. They have at least probably 1 more stadium, right? Like a Collapsed or something. And maybe they have a Worker. We haven't seen Worker at all. We've only seen 1 supporter. Okay. But I do like where this is going. Okay, Iono down to 1. Iono down to 1. This is actually a little weird now. Okay. Do they have the bump? If they don't have the bump, I guess they could survive 1 more turn and try to make something happen here. Yeah, the Raichu and the Iron Hands will probably throw back in the deck. They bricked on the level ball last time. I think they can get like a Scream Tail or something. Oh no, they got rid of the Scream Tail. Yeah. We can't KO this Gardevoir in 1 go, so though they have a little more time to figure this out. That's annoying. That's profoundly annoying. Can we get top deck boss? Generators. Okay. I'll take that, though. I'll gladly take that. We'll make something happen here. And we'll get our Miraidon a little more stuff to work with here. I can hold on to the Super Rod. Let's just go swing for 220. I think they're still dead. Like, I'm thinking about it now. Like, how do they win behind this many prizes? I guess if they... Gardevoir EX is still not one-shotting any of my attackers here. So I think we got them. And they've bench locked themselves, so any sort of Pokemon they grab at this point is not going to help. I guess that, yeah, they could attach some energy with Shining Arcana onto this Gardevoir to try and get around the Path to the Peak, but like they're still not going to KO us. We can KO everything else on their bench. Okay. Yeah, sure. That's actually kind of annoying because now I don't have energy here. Ooh, the luxurious cape. Caped up. Now we're kind of stuck. 10. We have a bunch of energy. Okay. Okay. They want to grind it out. We grind it out. Oh, we don't have to grind it out. We just retreat here and we take the win. Jeez, there we go. There we go. We finally got the proof of concept of Iron Hands putting in work against Gardevoir. I know it's the PTCG Live glitched out there, but yeah, long drawn out match. Iron Hands MVP taking 4 prizes off of 1 Ralts and 1 Kirlia before they could fully get set up. This was pretty much the perfect scenario for Iron Hands in action. Really push that game out of reach and then combine that with the extra energy acceleration to get multiple attackers going, and Path to the Peak being able to stop the energy acceleration from Gardevoir really shut them down. GG's. All right, really happy with that one. Really happy with that one. I'm going to take a quick sec. I'm going to step away for a little bit. Actually, can you dual stream? If you can dual stream YouTube, you recommend it. You stream on Twitch for a year, got 100 follows, then you switched to YouTube, got 500 subs overnight. Just a thought. You're already a professional content creator, so please keep... I'm not a professional. I just... passion project. But yeah, the multi-streaming thing to YouTube is something that I've thought about for a long time. And, you know, for a long time, it was not the best move, because then you give up your Twitch affiliate status and all that. And I'm still a little weary about the, multi-streaming, and then how do we manage the chat between Twitch and YouTube? I know there's plugins and stuff. It's not ideal. Technically, Twitch is like, oh, don't merge the chat. And then the CEO had a chat with Harris Heller where he merged the chat right in his face and nothing happened. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Gazer says, do it. I'll have to look into it some more and see how we manage that and all that stuff. I know there's like Restream, and maybe we'll test that out at some point. It might be something I look into after the marathon. And yeah, I actually started streaming on YouTube. That was the very first. Let me see if I can find it here for reference. Videos live. My very first ever live stream. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. It was on YouTube. 6 years ago. I was playing Street Fighter at the time.
Eyes up.
And I started here. I had no success, and I was like, yeah, let's try somewhere else. And then Facebook launched live streaming, and I thought to myself, like, let's try there. I could be as a bigger fish in a small pond. And the very first, like the first 2 times I streamed on Facebook, it was a trap. I didn't realize that Facebook did some really scummy stuff with live streamers, where they would inflate your numbers early on in order to make you feel like it was worth streaming there. And my first few streams, I was averaging like over 200 concurrent viewers, and I was like, oh, this is the place I need to be. And then after that, it went all the way to 0. And I even with the 200 viewers, I never got a single message in the chat. But because of my naivety and inexperience with streaming, I thought like, yeah, but I got 200 views before. Maybe I'll get 200 again. No. I ended up streaming for the rest of the year on Facebook. I only got 1 chat the whole time. And it was a hate message with, some really racist stuff that I had to take out. And that was it. At which point I went over to Twitch. And the first few months of Twitch were slow, but slowly started to improve the stream, started to get a better understanding of what I wanted to be as a streamer and how I could turn that into something that people wanted to watch. So I've been on Twitch ever since, but I've never fully closed the door on YouTube. I've always said to myself, like, I want to have a presence on as many platforms as I can, so that I have the flexibility to move and have other things happen. And continuing to at least put some effort into the YouTube paid off, right? We established a footing on YouTube with all the Pokemon TCG stuff, and now there's over 7,000 subscribers, and it's been growing at a really decent clip. It has slowed down a bit since I slowed down on uploading videos, but the channel's growing at like over 400 subscribers a month, and this is without any live streams. So yeah, having a presence in as many places as possible is something I believe in. I just have to look into the logistics of setting up streaming for YouTube, and maybe this thing really pops off. I don't know. I've always wondered, now that the YouTube channel is where it is, like, would we get more viewers on YouTube than Twitch? Though I do have concerns like that the YouTube chat experience is not as good and all that stuff. I might need help moderating at that point. Yeah, I have no mods. I've never had any mods for this, and I've never felt comfortable asking anybody to mod for me. And if we open it up to a point where we have enough people where weird stuff starts to happen, I don't know. And yeah, you say J Bobroski says the great thing is that you can use matches from stream to videos. Yeah, that's where most of the content comes from, is from the stream, and I chop it down and I put it on. So that's how we roll. Yeah, let me take a quick sec. Gazer, if you're still here, you are in charge of the stream. I will send your check in the mail. I'll be on for like a minute max, and then we'll record the intro and outro. I think with the matches that we got today, I think we have what we need for a Miraidon Iron Hands video. So I will be back, and then we'll play something else. I do J Bob Roski. There it is, J Bob Roski. Cool. Broski, like that is a thing people say. So J Bob Roski. Got it. All right. I'll be back. BRB. And we're back. Thank you, J Bob, for handling the stream. Yeah, I've had this cam for a bit. I used to run 3 cameras. I had tech for my phone to be a camera as well, and then I would talk like over here, and you had like a good profile shot that we could do for like TikTok videos and stuff. But I took that out. Not necessarily because the tech was bad. I had issues with the phone software, and then I ended up scrapping that bit. But like, I have lots of weird stuff in my stream. Before I focused on before I focused on Pokemon TCG stuff, I was a little more of a variety streamer, and when you're jumping from game to game, the only consistent part is you. And I tried to play up myself as much as I can. We have channel point stuffs, but I would also do a lot more like commentary and sit down and let's talk about the news and other wacky things. Right? I don't use as many of the party tricks as I do. Now it's largely just play Pokemon and we'll chat here and there. But there's lots of wacky stuff that the stream can do here that I've set up. The other nerdy pursuits. Yeah. We did lots of that stuff. And hopefully we do more in the Extra Life Marathon, which is... So let's go actually kick to that. Let's kick to that. So... I am fundraising for Extra Life. 100% of the proceeds go towards the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals, a network of 170 hospitals taking care of thousands of kids every day. Thanks to your help this year, we've already raised $750. You guys are truly amazing. If you would like to support the cause, I will put the link in the chat to make a donation. And if you donate at one of the 3 reward tiers, you can get some pretty sick rewards, including a signed Pokemon card from me and some prints of my spray paint art, including this Pikachu one, this Mew painting over here, this Mario Kart Rainbow Road one, and this waterfall painting here as well. So link in the chat if you're interested in supporting a wonderful cause. This is my 6th year supporting or fundraising for Extra Life, and it's been an honor to help out the kids in my community with the help of you guys and the help of you guys making some amazing donations. So thank you. What else is it's awesome. Keep grinding. You'll believe you'll take off. Yeah. What was I? Oh yeah, we used to do a lot of different stuff. Extra Life Marathon, like when unfortunately I have to say if, it was supposed to be last weekend. I had to cancel it. Some stuff came up. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to reschedule it for 2023. We'll definitely do it in 2024. And we'll see. If we do, there will be a lot of different games we play. I'm going to invite a whole bunch of people over to the house. There will be some Pokemon TCG. There will be Mario Wonder. We'll probably play the new WarioWare game. One of the things I want to do this year is I want to teach my family and friends how to play Pokemon My First Battle, and I want to do a tournament on stream with My First Battle. I think this thing is awesome. If you haven't seen my impressions of this, I have a review on the YouTube channel, and I have a full playthrough of My First Battle on the channel as well. So let's go and throw the YouTube link up. Super Mario RPG, I would love to play. I mean, I'd love to play Super Mario RPG and potentially stream that as well. Super Mario RPG is one of my favorite video games of all time. I need to find time to play games, man. I need to find time. It's hard. Being a dad and husband it's a lot. And I thought I honestly thought it was gonna be easier when he got older. And no, it's not. My son is now crawling and he's trying to walk and he can climb upstairs. And when I feel like, when he is awake, if my wife's not playing with him, doing solo stuff, I'm with him and I am playing with him, and we play for hours every day, and we're running around the house, or we're going taking walks and stuff. And that's a really time-consuming thing. And also, he goes to bed late at night. That's something that we're trying to work on, getting him to go to bed earlier. But from 9 to 10 a.m. in the morning to 10 o'clock to midnight, I'm with him. I'm in pure dad mode, and the only time I have left for hobbies, it goes to here. It's making these videos. It's live streaming on Sunday morning before everybody wakes up, and that's it. That's all I have time for. I haven't played any video games pretty much this year. I have Tears of the Kingdom. I played it for. I beat the first dungeon, and that's it. And that's as far as I've gone in video games this year. What's my first battle? If you're in Florida, you'd be down. You started playing IRL, so satisfying, shuffling and stuff. Just don't let him get bigger than you. He will be the next TCG prodigy. Maybe. He's a very bright kid. He's a very bright kid. I am not in Florida. I've been to Florida a couple of times. My family and I have history. I was there last year. Yeah, I was there last summer with my mom and my dad and my wife. And the first time I went to Florida, I proposed to my wife there. So we have a lot of fond memories of spending time in Florida. Would love to go back and bring the little one there, bring him to Disney World and all that stuff. And yeah, playing IRL. IRL is fun. Learning how to shuffle the cards. I have I'm still trying to get a feel for it. In particular, the pile shuffling is something I didn't even know was a thing until I started playing the Pokemon TCG. I was easily of all the people I saw and played against at the tournament, I was far and away the worst shuffler of the bunch. I wonder how many people, like, I knew there were a number of people there as their first regionals, but like, this is my literal first IRL event. I still think I did okay, all things considered. And yeah, at some point, like my son, he knows what Pokemon cards are. He just eats them. So at some point, I would love to teach him how to play the game for realsies. And you know, maybe he gets interested in it, maybe he doesn't, and that's okay. Either way. All right, so what we're gonna do, I have to record the intro and the outro to this Miraidon stuff. You gotta check out Destin and Pensacola. They have Comic-Cons, huge card galleries, tournaments. It's so cool. Okay, maybe next time I'm out there, I'll look that up. I spent time in the Orlando and Miami area, and so far. Oh, and Tampa. You're 27. You started playing in October. You wish you were allowed to get in as a kid, but Dad always said it was demonic. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I understand what's going on there. No, yeah, the card game's pretty great. I only started playing a couple years ago, and I am not a spring chicken. So, yeah, it's not too late. I will say at the regionals, I saw at least. Okay, now I might be presumptuous here. I saw at least one person who looked older than me. I have no idea. They could have been younger than me, and oh man, that would have been. They were at the very least my age, and they were having the time of their life playing. So it's never too late to start. Never been to Miami? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was down there for a little bit. And yeah, we were on the beach, like the famous beach there with the strip, and it was kind of funny just seeing the people there of like we've been to other beaches in Florida where it's just like all families and stuff, but at the Miami beach, it was all like it was very attractive people wearing clothes that very much accentuated their bodies, both you know, men, women, everybody there was showing out. Guys at their 30th local shop, you still look young. You still look young. Okay, cool. All right, crockpot of everyone. That's awesome. All right, let's go and do the intro. And then I want to talk some content. I have another deck. It's a variation of the one we just played. Technically a worse variation of what we just played, but I do want to get your input on some content strategy stuff. But first, let's go and do the intro for this video. Iron Hands EX is one of the most hyped cards in the Paradox Rift set. Is it super busted? Is it overrated? The jury is still out on Iron Hands, but today we are going to be playing Iron Hands in probably its most natural home with its lightning homie Miraidon. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about the updated Miraidon deck with Iron Hands. Keep in mind here that the new League Battle deck is either out right now or about to come out, and this could be something you are looking for as a reference point for how to upgrade your Miraidon League Battle deck. I'm going to stress this. There is a lot of upgrades here that you're going to need. I do plan on making more of a budget video that kind of pares down some of the techs and tries to make it a sort of intermediate step to you can build towards building something like this. So look out for that video. I'll put a link in the comments of this one so you can find the quote unquote budget build. I was looking at the prices and stuff like Raikou is crazy expensive at this point, but I do want to show like how can you get yourself like 80% of the way there without spending all the money on Iron Hands and all that stuff. Anyhow, let's go and talk about Miraidon. Miraidon is one of the top decks in the Pokemon TCG right now. 220 HP, basic, got 1 retreat. Its tandem unit ability is absolutely phenomenal. Lets you bench 2 basic lightning Pokemon from your deck directly onto your bench. And you can one of those can be another Miraidon, and then you just get another 2 Pokemon down, and all of a sudden your bench is full. Setting up is absolutely amazing. And things we can bench with Miraidon include Raikou, incredibly efficient attacker for only 2 energy, can do upwards of 220 damage. We could bench a Mareep, which ultimately gets us Flaaffy for energy acceleration. We can bench Raichu, which is the heavy hitter of this deck, lets us potentially one-shot everything in the game. Flying Pikachu as our free pivot, and sometimes amazing desperation attacks. When I played at Toronto Regionals, this fly attack actually won me a game at the regionals, and I wouldn't have done it without Flying Pikachu. So don't take that card for granted. We also have Zapdos, which can be a good single prize attacker in certain matchups, as well as that lightning symbol ability, which boosts your damage on basic lightning Pokemon by 10, which is an incredibly irrelevant number now because we are trying to one-hit KO other Iron Hands and Roaring Moons, and you're gonna need this card to keep the prize trade going. And most importantly, well, not necessarily most importantly, but Iron Hands EX is a new tool a new Pokemon that this deck gets. It's Arm Press Attack, 160 for 3, but most of the time we're going to be using it for Amp You Very Much. For 1 Lightning and 3 Colorless, does 120 damage, but if your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from this attack, you take 1 more prize, turning single prizers like Charmanders, Raltas, and Kirlias into 2 prizes instead of 1. If you're able to take out a Squawkabilly, which we have 1 of here, you're taking 3 prizes. And if you somehow take out a VMAX, like a Mew VMAX, VMAXs aren't really relevant right now, but if you take out a VMAX, you're taking 4 prizes in 1 KO, which is absolutely nuts and gives this deck another dimension to potentially push it to another level. So let's talk about the counts here really quick. We've got 3 copies of Miraidon, 1 copy of Flying Pikachu, 2 Flaaffys, 2 Mareep, 1 Zapdos, 1 Iron Hands, 1 Raichu, lots of 1-ofs here, 2 Raikous. We definitely want to have 2 of these because we are definitely going to be attacking with Raikou most of the time. And 1 Squawkabilly EX lets us squawk and seize. You discard your hand on the first turn, draw 6 cards. Great for helping to get set up if your hand sucks, and also for getting energy in the discard pile for Flaaffy to reattach later. We also have 4 trainer cards, 3 copies of Boss's Orders to gust a bench Pokemon into the active. For movement, we've got a combination of Switch Cart, Escape Rope, and Switch. So the Escape Rope, both players have to move a bench Pokemon into the active. Switch Cart lets you move a basic Pokemon out of the active and lets you heal 30 damage off of that Pokemon you're moving to the bench. Great against Lost Box. We are incorporating a regular Switch into the deck now because of stuff like Counter Catcher and Snorlax Stall. Now, Snorlax Stall is going to be a garbage matchup regardless, but this helps us get Flaaffy out of the active when it gets trapped, which is something that's probably going to happen more and more now that we are in the Paradox Rift meta and Counter Catcher is a thing that people play. We've also got 2 copies of Judge for some hand disruption. Both players shuffle their hands into their deck, draw 4 cards. 1 copy of Super Rod to get our energy. Most of the time, you're going to be using this to get Pokemon back, like your 1-ofs, like your Raichu, Iron Hands, and so on. But sometimes you'll want the energy in there so that you have a better chance of hitting off Generator. 1 copy of Forest Seal Stone. You attach this to your Raikou or your Flying Pikachu, and you can grab 1 card of your choice from the deck as your V-Star power. Phenomenal card. 4 copies of Electric Generator. This is going to be an important card for getting all of that energy on the board. You look at the top 5 cards of your deck, attach up to 2 lightning energies to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. Especially important now that we've got Iron Hands in the deck, and that is a very hungry Pokemon. 1 copy of Nest Ball to get our basics down. I found one Nest Ball is usually fine with the Miraidon being able to set up. It could be bad if you get turn 1 Path, but we have some answers to that. We have 3 copies of Path to the Peak, such a good stadium in the Miraidon deck. Yes, you are going to shut off some of your abilities, but it's probably going to hurt your opponent more than it hurts you, especially once you've got your board established. So 3 copies of those, and just in case we've got a Lost Vacuum, you can take out a Path to the Peak with the Vacuum so that you can then set up. And Path to the Peak, I love Vacuum in this deck because sometimes you just don't have the stadium in hand, but you might have Arven, and Arven lets you get an item and a tool. This is great for grabbing your Bravery Charms and your Forest Seal Stones, but also great for grabbing the Vacuum as well. 4 copies of Ultra Ball to grab a Pokemon of our choice while also discarding 2 cards. 1 copy of Iono for hand disruption, and 4 copies of Professor's Research, discard our hand, draw 7. And in terms of energy counts, we've got 13 lightning energy and 1 double turbo energy for Iron Hands. I will admit I don't use the double turbo in the video. It could be nice, like even if you're not powering up Iron Hands, you could use this to retreat a Flaaffy, but I'm heavily debating cutting the double turbo out of the deck and just putting in an extra energy or a extra Iono. But your general game plan, you're going to use Miraidon, fill the bench with all of the appropriate Pokemon. Depending on the situation, your mix of which Pokemon might vary. But generally speaking, you're probably going to want to start attacking with Raikou and then build up a secondary attacker, whether that is a Raichu or an Iron Hands, sometimes even a Zapdos. And this deck can go very fast, out-tempo your opponent, and just put a ton of pressure on your opponent to get set up quick or lose. All right, let's check out these matches. There we go. That is a look at, there we go. That is a look at the Miraidon deck with Iron Hands EX. Again, if you've got the League Battle deck that just came out, it's going to be a lot of work to build towards something like this. I am working on a video, it might already be out by now, of a sort of intermediate step to building to a deck like this, and that's still really good, gets you 80% of the way there at like not spending as much money as something like this. That's still really good, so look out for that in the very near future or right after you're done watching this one if you're interested. If not, what do you think about Miraidon with Iron Hands, and what do you think about Iron Hands as a whole? Is Iron Hands busted? Is it overrated? I've played Iron Hands now with Chen Pao, and I've played it in Miraidon, and when Iron Hands works, it's pretty awesome. However, I have found very few opportunities, admittedly, to make Iron Hands work that make me question if decks that are currently running Iron Hands would be better off just without it or teching for it too much, which is why I think maybe the double turbo energy in this deck should just go, because we probably are okay with just basic lightning energy, and if we need it, great. If we don't, I can just carry on with my regular game plan and not have this double turbo energy hold me back. I don't know, but what say you? I'm gonna go see you guys on the next one, but some quick plugs before we get out of here. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at In3rdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at In3rdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. I have gotten questions about multi-streaming. Yes, I have heard you. It's something I am looking into. Let me know in the comments if you've watched all the way this far. Are you interested in watching me stream on YouTube as well? And check out the website, in3rdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. Twitch fam, stick around. We're going to keep going. But for our YouTube friends, we got to get out of here. Bye-bye. All right. Can't wait to see somewhere you can send a screenshot Miraidon deck. You could copy the list and put it in the chat, and then I can copy it and paste it into something. I do have another Miraidon list that I want to, because we're working on 2 different Miraidon videos today. I don't actually know. Oh, we're almost at 1 o'clock. Let's see if I can squeeze out one more good match with this deck. If I don't, that's fine. But we'll see. We are playing the budget version of Miraidon, and I use this with asterisks because with an asterisk because I've noticed Raikou's crazy expensive. I bought Raikou for like $2 over a year ago when no one cared about that card, but because it's big in Lost Box, because it's big in Miraidon, it is an expensive card these days. Yeah, we will be wrapping up soon-ish. I do want to go and grab some lunch, and I have to take care of some stuff before heading out for the evening. But yeah, thank you all for the warm welcome back. I have missed you. Side note, I think I missed a follow here. Yeah, Somber Curse, and I'm Brian the Fave. Thank you for the follows. Y'all are the best. Okay, opponent's going first. That's fine. Maybe we get the donk here. Not with this hand though. Nope. Let's go and see what we are cooking with here. Some other decks I want to play. We definitely want to get Goldengo in here. We want what else do we want? Goldengo. I want to play Garchomp. We got to play the Cloth deck. Okay, let's go Squawk in the active. And maybe we hit here, maybe we don't. Let's see. See if we'll be punished for running the quote-unquote budget deck. Okay, Lost Box. I really don't want to get rid of the Zapdos then. This is a tough matchup, and it actually is kind of tougher because we don't have the Iron Hands in play. Now, they could be in trouble if they don't get a Comfey down. Yes, okay, let's go. We get Forest Seal Stone. That's amazing. Let's go and grab a Miraidon here. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can grab Miraidon. That's fine. And let's go and grab... Do we just grab the 2 Mareeps? Yeah, let's go grab 2 Mareeps. And we can attach Forest Seal Stone. Oh, no, we don't want to play Forest Seal Stone. And let's Squawk and Seize. We're going to need a generator to hit right now. Please, generator. Be kind, rewind. And we do get the Zera Aura. That's nice as well. Generator, please. Okay, yes. Goated. Actually, do we set up the Zera Aura to attack? We might want to. Yeah, let's go fleet-footed for 1. And yeah, we might as well drop Path to the Peak anyway and smash for 280 damage. Now, this is potentially... this is an instant... If I'm playing Lost Box right now, unless I see like a Colress or something, I'm just scooping my cards right now. Okay, they get the Greninja, which does nothing. With Path to the Peak out. They are going to just power up the Greninja. That is Tragic Johnson right there. Okay, let's go and get rid of a Miraidon and a... Oh, we got rid of one of the Flaaffies, which is unfortunate because we bench double Mareep. That's okay. Let's go and get the Zera Aura rolling. And I could even retreat into the Zera Aura and just one-shot the... Let's go and take out that Greninja. And yeah, we'll just smash for 280, and this is an absolute squash. All right, so I think this budget deck is doing okay. Let's see. Are they still going to play it out? We could have potentially gotten Iron Hand set up here. No, they're just going to scoop. GG's. GG's. I mean, not necessarily their fault. They just started absolutely horribly on that. I do already have a match recorded before I started streaming. I recorded it. This video might only be one match, but we'll see. Okay, we do hit on another... Oh, my daily rewards. Nice. Okay, and deal 400 damage. Ooh, we're going to get a bunch of packs here, too. Sick. Okay, we'll go get some more gems. And let's go and open up some packs. Man, remember the good old days of PTCGO? And you could just make videos for pack openings. And now the experience of opening packs on PTCG Live is so bad that this isn't content anymore. No one cares. Let's open up. See, we get a Screamtail. That's our first Screamtail. That's good. I don't have one of these yet, so we can upgrade our Gardevoir deck. There's a new Gardevoir build that has been going crazy that we need to try out at some point. Get a Larry. Shoutouts to Larry, fan favorite. Toadscruel, we've got a full set of those. Oregon, and hey, we got a Goldango. I don't need any more Goldangos, but I'll take it. Does anyone have the goated Goldango list? Like, I've seen so many different takes on Goldango. That's actually a nice version of the card. Like, part of why I haven't played Goldango yet, I've seen, like, I played a little bit of one list and was like, this feels kind of weird. And then I've been seeing the tournament results, and there's just so many different builds. And I think part of that is like, here's the beauty of the Pokemon trading card game, that you can make this card, you can make decks work in a lot of different configurations. But I kind of want to find like a more stable one, or at least one that I like. Like the Roaring Moon video that I made, it's not a conventional Roaring Moon list, at least at this point in time, because I do have the Greninja package in here. Some decks are running the Greninja, but it's not the most popular way to play it. At some point, maybe we make a more straight-up version. It seems like the Brute Bonnet take on Roaring Moon is not really played anymore, and people are finding other ways. There's like a Lost Box variant that we should try. Okay. So we could, I guess there's a couple ways to go about this. We could play a Squawkabilly and, oh no, could play a Squawkabilly and just hit eject on our hand. Or we could Generator, yeah, we just set up. I think that's what we do. I think we play it straight up with Miraidon and we go and grab all the things. I think we'll just go everything but the pivot, right? So actually, yeah, I think that's it. That's all we need. And I will go attach some energy to the Raikou. And I'm actually going to hold on to my hand. Almost certainly they are going to play, if this is what I think it is, and I think it's Chen Pao, almost certain they are going to play an Irida here if they can play it all. So I would rather play the Beach Court Judge. At least we get an attack off on the following turn. Okay, maybe it's not. Maybe it's Roaring Moon. I don't know. Arven. Okay. Is it Charizard? If it's Charizard, this becomes annoying. At which point, like, do I even want to give them free retreat? Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, it's a Roaring Moon. It's Roaring Moon. All right, let's see how they play it. Probably VIP pass. And unfortunately, with the way that our deck is currently set up, we can't take a one-shot on a Roaring Moon. Oh, this... Oh, my goodness. Not this deck again. Okay. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. What's more dangerous here? The Cloth, the Lumineon, or... I think we have to take out the Cloth. I think we have to take out the Cloth. Let's go and set up a... do we just set up another Raikou? That feels bad. That feels bad. Let's go and grab a 4 Seal Stone with the town store here before we go in. I will bump. Let's go retreat. Draw up, and we'll go draw 1. And I think we take out... I know... I think we have to take out... The Cloth is going to attack us. What's more dangerous? We'll take out the Cloth. Arguably, I could also make it... Oh, they have double Beeberl, so... We'll take that out. And then the Lumineon there is a intriguing proposition as well. Oof. Okay. We get Iono'd. Okay, yeah, we can work with this. We can work with this. Double Cloth. Now, do they have all the pieces, though? Do they have the double Turbo Energy as well? Now, I didn't think the Beach Court would help them retreat, too. That actually kind of sucks. Okay, they don't have it. They don't have it right now. They're willing to sacrifice the this one. Okay, Bravery Charm is good. Let's go Generator. We only get 1. That does kind of suck. I will... Let's Fleet-Footed for 1 before we retreat. We do get Path to the Peak. Path to the Peak is... Yeah, we probably want to play Path to the Peak instead of Beach Courts. And I will retreat into the other Raikou. And I will attach energy. I will attach the Bravery Charm. I want to get rid of... I want to set up a Flaaffy, but I can't do that. Okay. Did we... Yeah, let's go Fleet-Footed right now. Okay, we can get rid of... Let's get rid of Miraidon Zapdos. And Zapdos is a card that we do want to get later. Let's go play Path, and at the very least, they don't get Town Store is what we want out of this arrangement here. Let's go get rid of these 2 energies, and we get ourselves a Flaaffy. And unfortunately, the Zeraora is doing not quite enough damage, so we're gonna have to power up a Miraidon here, which does kind of suck. But, let's go and attack Lightning Rondo. I think arguably I should have gotten... There's a switch. Let's see if they have it. I should have used the... I should have used 4 Seal Stone. We might get punished. Ooh, they get the Electrode out. Okay, if they attack with the Electrode, we're going to get Iono'd. Okay, that's fine, potentially. Okay, there's Raichu. I don't think Raichu... Yeah, they're going to get the KO here. That's unfortunate. Does Raichu really help us? It's easier to KO, but it's also easier to charge up. Okay. Yeah, we're going to take 2 prizes here. If Path to the Peak is out, they can't. Okay, Unhinged Scissors does 1 billion damage. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, is there any... is Raichu a better than another Miraidon in the scenario? In a world where we don't have the Zapdos ready... I don't know if it is. Let's go and power up. Yep, J-Bob Broski said the vacuum away the capsule is actually, that's a very wise move. While that was very helpful, Flying Pikachu would wreck them, right? Yeah, actually, no, I don't have Flying Pikachu VMAX, so that would not be as helpful to me. Let's go and attach energy to the Miraidon here. And we'll swing for 220. Vacuum, very helpful there. Generally ask to refrain from the coaching, but hey, that one worked. And I actually didn't see that play. So thank you. Cloth deck is cool. I agree. I don't like playing against it. I think it's super annoying. We will play this at some point, though. I think we have to. Let's see. Do they have the outs to get another charm here? If they don't, they could be in trouble, right? If they're only doing 100 damage right now, then this is going to be a GG. Okay. They get themselves the Sneasler for some extra poison. Oh, no, I need coaching. I don't like asking for it. All right, they bench lock themselves, so they're probably going to get the KO here. Yeah, Capsule and Curry. Very annoying. A collapsed stadium right now would be very nice. We don't have it. Is there still a second Bravery Charm in here? Okay, there's still a second Bravery Charm. They are... Oh, they're not going to get the knock. I think. Does this pile up enough? If we can survive this hit... We survived the hit! We survived the hit! Okay, okay. We get the win. Jeez. Okay, that was a weird one. That was a weird one, but yeah, having the I thought we set up pretty well. Having the Bravery Charm on the Raikou was enough to tank that hit. Even with the extra poison, we were able to tank the hit from the cloth there. And yeah, Vacuum ended up not helping as much. They had the pieces anyway, but regardless, we were able to take enough KOs before they could get set up and push that game. Yeah, that last ditch Electrode was not enough to take the KO. Had they taken the KO, I think we would have had an interesting end game sequence, but they weren't able to get it. So we come away with the win. GG's. Curry poison. Yeah, all right. I think that one's probably going to make the video. I think we have 2 matches now. And yeah, so it's the budget version and the Iron Hands version. So I have a question for you. Like, I'm trying to plan around the League Battle Deck release on Friday. If you are someone who just bought this League Battle Deck and you're looking for like deck lists, would you be interested in seeing the, like, here is the max level upgrade, or here's like the budget one that I can more realistically build towards. I know it's a little different for the PTCG live audience, because if you're playing on live, then you just have credits, and credits are easier to come by. But for someone like building a paper deck, and you're looking at buying Iron Hands, and Iron Hands is pretty expensive right now. Maybe you're looking to buy Mew, and Mew's expensive right now. So which one would you rather see first? And I'm gonna put both up, but I'm just trying to think of the order of operations here. You want the budget one for sure? Okay. I'm thinking like maybe putting out the budget one on release day, or the budget, like, I guess right now the review is on Wednesday. I have Thursday, Friday, so you'd prefer to see the budget one. Okay. Just trying to think, do I do the budget one on the day of release or on the day before so that it gets traction? I think we're going to get the biggest bump on the day of. League deck is not a product for people trying to top meta for God knows how much money. I mean, it depends, right? Like, I bought my Mew VMAX League Battle deck, and I upgraded it to be like the full thing. It was my third choice of deck for what was I gonna say? My third choice of deck for Toronto Regionals. Now the early upload, yeah. I think the problem with the Miraidon deck is that it is not complete. It's not meta enough relative to some of the other League Battle decks we've seen in the past. Like the Mew VMAX League Battle deck is 38 out of the 60 cards that won the championships this year. Like, it's pretty close, and most of the techs are, aside from Forest Sealstone, are pretty cheap to get. The Palkia deck, I think, is awesome, and like Palkia has a low competitive ceiling, but just out of the box, the Palkia deck plays awesome. The Miraidon deck is pretty wonky, TBH, in its current form. You pretty much have to win on like, if the game goes longer than 2 turns, you're screwed. And if they wanted to build, if someone wanted to build something like this list, like, you have to buy multiple Raikous, a Raichu, a Squawkabilly, the Flying Pikachu, the Iron Hands EX, Forest Seal. Well, Forest Sealstone already comes with the deck, but it's just a lot, right? And I want to give people, and I feel like we don't see this a lot in the Pokemon TCG community amongst like content creators, is that people don't put out budget variations of the deck. It's just like, here's the best version of the deck, period. And if you can't build to that, you're screwed. But I do think in this scenario, you can get pretty far with a budget build. And arguably with this, like the expensive cards here are the Raikou and the Raichu, which I think are mandatory to the deck. You arguably could take out Squawkabilly, depending on how much Squawkabilly is in your neck of the woods. I do like having the Squawkabilly, but you could turn that into like another hand disruption card if need be. Yeah, and Forest Sealstone's crazy expensive. I bought, and it's hard to find too, right? Up in Canada, we don't have a TCG player where you can just order from stores around the country. So you have to rely on local retailers and their online shops to get cards. And like leading up to the event, I was looking at stores. No one had Forest Sealstone. And about 2 weeks before the event, and even before the event, the retailer that I go to the most said we have 2 in stock. I instantly went and I bought 2 copies of Forest Sealstone. I have 1 in my Miraidon deck, 1 in my Mew deck, and I have not seen it at any retailer since. And I paid like $20 Canadian for this card. I did. I saw one at regionals. It was $25 Canadian. So like over $20 US to get a copy of Forest Sealstone. I think there are going to be people that buy this Miraidon deck just to get Forest Sealstone and like pieces for a Miraidon deck someday. No, you don't have to send me anything. I appreciate the offer, but I'm not comfortable yet with taking like IRL stuff from people or receiving stuff. Have local shops selling cards. Oh man, you are buying it already in mind. House see cards on side. A rough RIP. You can send, yeah. It's okay. So yeah, well, I think what I'll do is I do want to get the iron. I think what we'll do is I'll probably start with the Iron Hands video, because right now The Chen Pal video is out on Monday. I think we're going to take a break on Tuesday. Wednesday is my review for the League Battle Deck. Thursday, we'll do the Iron Hands version. And then on Friday, the day it actually comes out, we'll hit them with the deluxe or the budget version of it. So I appreciate your feedback, and I hope the video does well. All right. I'm pretty confident in the list that I have made here as a budget version, trying to keep into account try and use as many of the cards from the League Battle Deck that are already in there. You bought a 36. Oh, you bought a booster box? You didn't get the Iron Hands? Oh, damn. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. I bought, oh, my cards are upstairs. I bought an Elite Trainer box of Paradox Rift, and I got an Iron Valiant. Which is, it's not the worst, but I'm going to need a lot of Iron Valiants to make anything work versus if I just had an Iron Hands, I could pop this into this deck right now and be good. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. So I think what we're going to do, I'm going to record the outro or the intro and outro. Budget decks are so nice for the community. We broke out here. Yeah, I've heard that Pokemon is one of the cheaper TCGs to get into, but it's still not cheap per se, and it's still a pain in the butt to get all the cards to build a functional 60-card deck. I still don't... My Cresselia deck is still short or my Gardevoir is still short of Cresselia. Raguba says you picked up an ETB for Paradox on a whim yesterday. Since you hadn't bought anything from the set yet, you pulled nothing. Oh, no. That's happened to me, too. I bought ETBs and pulled no hits. It was terrible. With my Paradox Rift ETB, I got a regular Iron Hands and the Trainer Gallery. No, a full art of the Golisopod. Pokemon has better sealed deck products compared to basically all other TCGs right now. I can't say, but I do love their sealed deck options as well, which is why I cover them so much on the channel. I realize I do have to make a couple of videos now. Now that with the Miraidon deck coming out, I think next week I'm going to make a video on like what deck gets the League Battle Deck treatment next. Odds are we're going to see it in the spring/summer of next year. I don't think it's going to have any cards from whatever the shiny collection is, and it's not going to have cards from the next main set. I'm almost certain. I think that if they're going to make a League Battle Deck, it's going to be based on the cards we already have. And I'm almost certain of one of those decks. And I could spoil a video right now if you're interested. Yeah, Zach Zag hits it in the chat already. I think Charizard EX League Battle Deck is a lock next year. I think it's happening because it is a deck. Like the general rule of thumb is that they choose deck archetypes that are meta relevant, usually top tier, if not like the next tier down, and they pick decks that are rotation safe, and they also pick decks that can work with 6 holo cards. And yeah, a holo card being something like an ultra rare. So that deck could be 3 Charizard EXs, a Lumineon, an Entei, or they could go, like 3 Charizards, 2 Pidgeots, and a Lumineon, or an Entei. Or there's a lot of different ways to build that deck. They could even go like 2 Charizards, 2 Pidgeots, Entei, Lumineon, and that would be it. That absolutely could. There's lots of different formations, but Charizard is good. Charizard's probably still going to be good for the foreseeable future, and Charizard's going to sell, right? People love Charizard, and if they can see a Charizard deck in their super competitive product, like absolutely they're going to do it. The Elite Four deck thing would work with the items. Yeah. So I think Charizard is a lock for a League Battle Deck treatment. I would have loved to have seen Chen Pao as a League Battle Deck. I don't know if, because they've already made the EX deck, I don't know if they revisit that or it just causes confusion. Have I seen the Entei Iron Valiant deck? Well, do I have news for you? Okay, let me go to my channel here. The Meowscarada. Yeah. Have I seen the deck? We already made that video. It's right here. I'll put the link in the chat. This was the video on Friday. That was my most recent upload. It's fun. It's my favorite way to play Iron Valiant, TBH. I know there are other versions with Jolteon and Urshifu, and at this point in time, maybe I just suck as a player, but I kind of don't like them because the damage is really wonky. I do like the fact that Entei can finish with a big hit to the active, and I don't have to worry about Manaphy and weird snipe damage and just awkward numbers. So I like the Entei version right now, but I will try the other ones as we go. I saw one that had Jolteon and Vaporeon in it, like Vaporeon VMAX, and I want to try that too. In my mind, just like, and shout outs to
right.
Marioji. Thank you for the follow. I'm sorry I completely butchered your name. I'm sorry about that. Raguba says, Iron Valiant seems so tedious. To me, I couldn't do it even if it was the best deck. It is an obnoxious deck, and it is a weird play style. It sucks to sit through. Absolutely sucks to sit through. And you think Entei is the best version? Okay. Yeah, at this point in time, I think it's the one with the most tournament success. The Jolteon one has done very well in tournament as well, though. So I would not sleep on that variant of it. Okay. Let me go and stop playing with these cards. I should be looking at the camera and not shuffling cards. It's fun to shuffle cards, though. And let's go and close this thing out. And I'm going to record the intro and the outro to this Miraidon stuff. And then we're going to get out of here. All right. So let me go and pull this up. Let's go and edit the deck. And actually, no, let's not edit the deck. I like the view here. Yeah, this one. No, I like the other view. What am I doing? Where is the view that... Okay, I have to go in the... This one. Yes. All right. All right. So intro, outro, and then the stream ends for realsies, right? So if you want to say hi to YouTube or say bye to YouTube, like now's the time to do it. And let's go. The Miraidon EX League Battle Deck is out right now. If you happen to get a copy on day one, congratulations. If you plan on getting it in the near future, yeah, do it. It's awesome. It's a pretty solid foundation for a Miraidon-based Lightning deck going forward. The weird thing about the Miraidon deck, though, is if you want to play it in the current format, the 2023 rotation, it's kind of missing a bunch of cards that make it the top tier deck that it currently is right now. However, if you're trying to build out the full version of the deck, potentially with Mew EX, with Iron Hands EX, it's going to get really expensive. And today, I wanted to showcase more of a budget-friendly version of the deck. I know that there are certain cards here that aren't necessarily the cheapest, but I wanted to show like the MVP, the minimal viable product for a Miraidon EX deck where it is still incredibly strong without breaking the bank. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about Miraidon EX, this budget upgrade to the League Battle deck. Miraidon is a wonderful Pokemon, amazing setup with the tandem unit ability, lets you get 2 lightning Pokemon, put them on your bench, shuffle your deck, and you put down another Miraidon, you can completely set up your bench. It's amazing. The Photon Blaster attack is not bad either. For 2 lightning and a colorless, does 220 damage. It can't attack on the next turn, but then you just retreat out into another attacker. And the big difference with the Miraidon deck in the League Battle deck as is versus this budget upgrade, as I call it, is the inclusion of Flaaffy. This is the Flaaffy from Evolving Skies. It has the phenomenal ability Dynamotor, where once during your turn you can accelerate energy from the discard pile onto your benched Pokemon, and that is really what pushes this deck over the top. It unlocks new attackers like a Raikou, like a Raichu, and gives you a whole other level of depth that the League Battle deck just does not have. Now, this version's not going to have the Iron Hands EX. It's not going to have the Mew EX, which you could put in here as well. I tried to keep it as budget conscious as possible, and I would argue that you may not even need the Squawkabilly EX. You might want to swap that out for another Iono or something like that. But I really like the Squawkabilly in here. If you can get it, great. If not, pop in an Iono instead. So yeah, let's talk about this upgraded Miraidon budget list again. I do think, yeah, based on the prices I saw on TCG Player, the Raikou's kind of expensive, but Raikou is essential to this deck, so I couldn't leave it out. Let's go and talk about the rest of the deck. Raikou, we just had this pulled up. Its fleet-footed ability lets you draw a card off the top of the deck, but really it's here for its Lightning Rondo attack. For 1 lightning and a colorless, does 20 damage plus 20 for each Pokemon on the bench, both yours and your opponent's. This is doing upwards of 220 damage with Lightning Rondo, which is enough to KO a lot of Pokemon V and Pokemon EXs. And with the help of Zapdos on the bench with its Lightning Symbol ability, this bumps up to 230 damage, which is going to let you one-shot other Iron Hands as well as Roaring Moon, which is currently very relevant right now, 230 as a number to hit. We've got 2 copies of Raikou here. I would not skimp on Raikous, and you definitely want 2 of those. We've got an extra copy of Miraidon. The deck comes with 2. I'd add 1 more. 1 copy of Zapdos from Pokemon Go. We took out 1 of the Zero Auras from the League Battle deck, and we have just 1. You only need 1 for the pivot. We added a 2/2 line of the Flaaffy and the Mareep from Evolving Skies. We do have 1 Raichu. Raichu is the heavy hitter of the deck, has the potential to one-shot anything in the game with its Dynamic Spark attack, and thanks to the Flaaffys, we can now build this attack up, which isn't really possible in the Regieleki build of the deck. So we've taken the Regielekis out entirely, replaced them with Flaaffys. And we only have 1 Raichu here. You can put in 2 Raichus in a more budget if you've got a little more budget to work with, but I have 1 Raichu with a Super Rod as an alternative. We also have 1 Squawkabilly here with its Squawk and Seize ability. Lets you discard your hand on the first turn and draw up to 6 cards. I really like this to make our setups more consistent. However, this is one of the more expensive cards that is available for this deck, and if you want to cut this, I would switch this out for an Iono. For trainer cards, we have 1 copy of Forest Seal Stone. Lets you attach it to a Raichu or a Raikou, and lets you grab a card from your deck as your V-Star power. And this is the one that comes with the League Battle deck. We've got 2 copies of Judge. The League Battle deck does not come with any sort of hand disruption, and so we've got 2 copies of Judge and 1 copy of Iono to shake up our own hand while also shaking up our opponent's hand as well. 4 copies of Generator. These are in the League Battle deck as is. Helps you accelerate extra energy on top of the Flaaffys as well, which really lets you flood the board with energy and makes your attacks more consistent. 2 copies of Nest Ball. These come in the League Battle deck. 4 copies of Research also in the deck. We took out 2 of the Arvens from the League Battle deck because we don't need 4. However, being able to grab an item and a tool is great. So we've got 2 of those in here so we can grab Generator, Bravery Charm. Oh, that's another thing, is that this deck now has 2 Bravery Charms in it, which gives you plus 50 HP, bumping up Raikou and Raichu's HP to 250 and Miraidon all the way up to 270. That in a number of cases is going to put them out of one-shot range of a lot of the heavy hitters in the game, and having that extra tank power is huge for this deck. So absolutely get some Bravery Charms in here. 3 copies of Boss's Orders for gusting a bench Pokemon into the active. Again, these come in the League Battle deck, and you'll just take out 1. I think it comes with 4, so you can take out 1. You don't need 4. The stadiums, we added 3 copies of Path to the Peak. IMO, this is the best stadium for Miraidon. Yes, it shuts off Miraidon's ability to set up and Entei's ability, or Raikou's ability to draw cards, but you are probably hurting your opponent more than you are hurting yourself. And once you get set up, you kind of don't need the abilities anymore, which makes Path to the Peak an incredibly powerful card and slows down your opponent. We do still have a Beach Court, though, and this reduces basic Pokemon's retreat cost by 1. Helps us retreat a little easier while also conserving energy on our Pokemon. For example, if you retreat a Raikou into something else, you get to keep the 2 energy on and potentially bank that for a big Raichu shot at the end. 1 copy of Super Rod. This is a new inclusion. This lets us grab any combination of Pokemon and energy up to 3. This can be particularly great for grabbing the Raichu back and the Zapdos if we have to discard them early. Potentially if we have to get rid of a Flaaffy as well, or a Mareep this can get them back. 1 copy of Lost Vacuum. This is a card that I love in the Miraidon deck. Not only does this help us get past to the peak out of play if we are in need of getting our abilities back, but also in the current meta, this helps us get Bravery Charms off of opposing Pokemon. Most of the time we're hitting for like 220 damage, and sometimes with Bravery Charms on our opponent, that's going to be a little harder to do. So Lost Vacuum, take that out. This also helps us take out stuff like Ancient Booster Capsules and Future Booster Capsules so that our opponent doesn't have that extra benefit. And we can search this out with Arven, making it even more handy than just adding another stadium to the deck. We've got 4 copies of Ultra Ball. These come with the League Battle deck as well, and 2 copies of Switch, which you already have. Last but not least, we've got 14 energies, so we took out one of the energies from the League Battle deck and just made room for some other stuff. So I think that this particular build gets you like 80% of the way there. You're still getting the Miraidon setup. You're getting the Raikou consistent attack. You're still getting the Raichu big attack. You still have a free pivot with Zero Aura.
Right.
You don't necessarily have the Flying Pikachu, but the Zero Aura is a decent pivot and a single prize attacker in a jam. You still have the extra damage boost from Zapdos, and also you get most of the tools here. You're only missing the Iron Hands, which can help you take an extra prize, but it is a little tricky to set up, and I still think the verdict is still out on whether Iron Hands is the way to go or not. But yeah, I think you can hold off on that for now if you are playing on a budget. And the Mew EX is another like super nice to have card where you can copy your opponent's attacks, but it's very situational. Does give you some draw power as well, but I think you can do most of what Miraidon does with a budget build like this. All right, let's go see it in action. Oh, wrong one. Out 6.80 cents. Out since 66. Thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Let's go and close this out. And there we go. That is a look at this upgraded Miraidon League Battle deck. This is the budget version of the deck. I think if you want to save a couple bucks while still getting a very strong deck right now, I think you are getting most of what the deck does at a fairly reasonable price. Of course, prices are going to vary. You might find a great deal on the Raikous. You might be able to trade for an Iron Hands or something. If you're looking for the more maxed out version of the deck, I will put a link in the description and in the comments for my maxed out build. I'll actually show that here. The maxed out build with the Iron Hands and the Flying Pikachu and all that stuff here. So all of that is on the YouTube channel as well. I'll put a link to that in the description and in the comments. But for now, I gotta get going. Thank you so much for watching. Congratulations on getting your Miraidon League Battle deck, or if you plan on getting it, definitely do it. And keep this video in mind when you start to upgrade your deck as a way of getting it to be really good without completely breaking the bank on all of the potential upgrades that could fit into Miraidon. So for the time being, I got to get out of here. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at In3rdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at In3rdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And check out the website, in3rdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.